Welcome to the channel and welcome to this game of Warhammer the Old World. It's Orcs and Goblins versus Empire of Man. We return today to the state of Avaland in the west, where tribes of goblins have been causing havoc with trade routes and hostelry inns and small towns, and generally making a horrible nuisance of themselves in the Empire, which they are oft to do, but it really has. It's starting to hit the bottom line in the city-state of Nuln, and as such, they have raised an army and dispatched it to see them off. Now, it turns out, these goblins not acting directly under their own initiative. There is a large horde of orcs accompanying the goblins. Yes, it is orc and goblin tribes, and we are playing 3,000 points, city-state of Nuln, as the city-state army is coming to see off the Greenskins. And this is where the two forces encounter each other, in the foothills of the mountains, where the woodland is sparse and the orc and goblin tribes have made their camp. The city-state of Nuln has caught up with them, and I was about to say, and open battle is joined. It's not quite open battle. We haven't sort of met up in the morning on opposite hills, had a nice civilised cup of tea, and then gone off for a day's fighting. No. This is more, we're going to grind our armies together until one of them breaks and runs away. It's 3,000 points, and we are playing Breakpoint. And I'm joined today on the channel by James. Hi, James.
Hi, James.
You brought Orcs and Goblins.
I brought Orcs and Goblins.
Which I was going to say isn't going to be a surprise because that's your army.
It is.
Yes, and I already said it was Orcs and Goblins, so if you'd said no, I've brought High Elves, that would have been a real shock.
It would, to both of us.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yes, so 3K, we talked about this, we said, well, should we go big? Let's go big. And then we were writing our lists, and 3K feels kind of small still.
Yeah.
We were both taking stuff out left, right, and centre. I mean, at one point I had a steam tank in my list, but that hasn't made it. Far too expensive.
Yeah. I'm still not convinced I've got enough goblins in this list. Plenty of orcs, but not enough goblins. So yeah, maybe we should next time we'll aim for 4,000. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because we were thinking, because of what it says in the book, it says games bigger than 2,000, you need an 8-foot table. So we have gone the whole hog, and fortuitously, although they aren't the most camera-genic of mats, this one is, it looks really good in the room, but it comes over as a little flat on camera. But I have got two of them due to an accident with, sorry, I was going to make a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy quote there, but it's not broadcastable. Due to an accident with an internet and late night clicking. So yes, got two of these because we've got one mat on top of another, and we're doing the full length. Now, full disclosure, it isn't an entirely 8-foot table because when making the table, the beams weren't quite long enough. They were supposed to run a bit further, and that bit was meant to be a middle joiny bit rather than an endy joiny bit. So this last bit is actually only like 22 inches rather than 2 foot. So when I say it's an 8-foot table, I am a barefaced liar, but we'll gloss over that. Feels wrong.
7'10" still feels quite ample.
Yes, okay. So you see how restrained I was then. Yes, we've got the corner of the orc encampment here where they have their fire drying out some skins. These little bits from marchofwar.co.uk, and they clearly have no idea of the ancient dormant power in this ruin. Which it's not anything special in this game because no one realizes its power and no one's tried to turn it on, but it's just there. But yes, we wanted to keep the table fairly sparse, but a few things to maneuver around, hence this. And yes, Breakpoint, the scenario. So things that are different to open battle. So firstly, deployment zones. In open battle, it's 12 inches from the centre, so you've got basically 12 inches, 24 inches. In Breakpoint, it's 9 from the centre. So you've got 18, 15, 15. So we start closer together, potentially. And also 9 in from the ends. So our forces are more focused and there's more scope to go around things at the outside. But the big difference is in the victory conditions. This does not use the victory point mechanic unless there's a tie, which I'll come on to in a minute. There's also no turn limit. We keep playing until one side breaks. So what we've had to do is work out our break point for each army. You add up the unit strength of all the units. That's your starting unit strength. And 25% of that, rounded down, is your break point. For every model that is removed, not units, model that is removed, you deduct their starting strength from your total. When you go below your break point, you run away. If we both run away at the same time, that's when it comes down to victory points. But it's not going to happen, is it?
No.
We don't need to keep track of any of that. No. But we have got our scoreboard with our breakpoints. The Orcs and Goblins have a unit strength of 245, so we have a breakpoint of 61. Norn has a unit strength of 197 and a breakpoint of 49. I think that covers the scenario. Let's take a look at the armies. And this is 3,000 points of City-State of Nuln. So, where to start? Okay, well, City-State of Nuln is an army of infamy. So there are some restrictions. Units go into different slots. There's a restriction on the list, etc., etc. So special rules and stuff they get, I'll talk about first. If an engineer is within the command range of a war machine, they gain immune to psychology, and so does any unit they've joined. That obviously they still get their standard stuff of being able to be counting as being in cover if they're near war machines, all that kind of stuff. Won't go into all the detail on that. The city-state has big cadres. They have many lots of outriders and road wardens. They maintain big outrider contingents. Thank you. Contingents. So much so that they get really good over time. They have veteran outriders. They do not have the ponderous rule. Weapons that they carry do not have the ponderous rule. So it's not -2 for moving and shooting, just the standard -1. They are also core in this list. And road wardens are no longer 0 to 1 per 1,000 points, but they are rare rather than special in standard list. You can't take normal state troops. You can only take City of Nuln regiments, and they are always halberdiers with either swordsmen or handgunners as detachments. So, and they are a core choice. When you deploy, you can entrench 1 war machine per engineer, which makes them count as being in cover and behind a linear obstacle, which probably isn't going to come into it in this game. There's also the ability to what's it called? You can give an upgrade to some of your artillery units to make them gun limber, which gives them veteran and vanguard, but I haven't done that for any of these, so I won't go into that anymore. And it feels like there is another rule that I am forgetting, which I may at some point go, it was this! And explain what it is as and when. Handgun drill. That was it. This is it! Handgun drill. The handgunner units, once per game, can fire in an extra rank because they are super well trained. And also in the regiments, the detachments gain a free sergeant, whereas normally a detachment can't have a sergeant. These guys can, and 'tis free. So they're the City-State of Nuln rules. Now, most Empire armies have 3 or more main elements to them. One is the city-state, where they are the troops of the province or the region. The other are the knightly orders, who are technically politically unaffiliated, but in practice they still go to war with their cities, but they are separate orders. And then you have the engineering contingent. In this instance, there's the gunnery school and the engineering school. And I realised this not so long ago, which it's taken me 30 years to work this out. This was where I assume, when producing 40k, because obviously Fantasy Battle came first, they ported the concepts over into 40k and came up with Imperial Guard, Space Marines, Adeptus Mechanicus. But I digress. So, we have those contingents built up in this list. So over here, we have the engineering contingent. The war wagons are special in this list and not restricted to 0 to 1 per 1,000 points, so I really should get some more of these. They are heavy chariots, 2 cannons, 2 mortars, 1 rocket storm battery, and 2 City of Nuln engineers. 1 with pigeon bombs, the guy with a pigeon on his shoulder, and the other with a repeater handgun. Then we have the knightly contingent. So these are not one of the cannon, not that kind of cannon, not one of the canon knightly orders. They are one of my own devising. They are the Panthers of Nuln. Effectively, at some point in the past, they were Knights Panther, but their long association with the city-state of Nuln, they have become something more separate and individual. They are basically unupgraded, ordinary knightly orders, but they get known colloquially by the locals often as the Knights of Ash or the Knights of Soot, because, there's a lot of smog about the place. So in this contingent, we have a unit of 10 Empire Knights, and there are 2 characters who will be joining them. You can see they're animated. One of the restrictions in the list is these are special, not core, and you don't get to take the knightly order characters in the city-state of Nuln. So this guy is a captain of the Empire with lance, full plate, shield, nothing else, no other kit. But he will be joining and leading that unit, and this is a priest of Sigmar on a horse, who will also be joining that unit. Then we have the city-state contingent plus hirelings. I'll come on to the hirelings in a minute. So we have a regiment of city-state of Nuln troopers, 30 halberdiers with shields and full command, and 2 units of 15 handgunners, 1 with a sergeant with a Hockland long rifle and 1 with a repeater handgun. Then we have a unit of 20 greatswords. They are the senior veterans of the Free Guild. Then we have 2 units of outriders. 1, the sergeant has a grenade launching blunderbuss, the other one doesn't. And then 1 unit of road wardens who have got ambush, so they will be coming on behind the Orcs and Goblins, or to the side of them in subsequent turns. The army is led by a general of the Empire on an Imperial Griffin. He's got full plate, shield, pistol, etc. And I've given him one of the only 2 magic items in the list. He has the Ogre Blade, which is +2 strength, -2 AP, armor bane, 1 multiple wounds, D3 magical attacks. I want him to be able to hit hard. It feels fitting for a general leading an army of this nature. Then we have a captain of the Empire who is the army's battle standard bearer, and he has the Griffin standard. Now the Griffin standard is it's a magic item that lets for every rank you're claiming a rank bonus for, you get +2 to your resolution rather than +1. Now this model, you might be forgiven for thinking is metal or is resin. No, this is actually fine cast. This is one of the last Fantasy Battle models I bought before they discontinued it that I never got to do anything with, and have recently called him into service. Then we have the hirelings, the units that are not part of the army but are being paid to be here. The wizard school in the city of Nuln has sent this wizard out. This guy is he's taken the quick and easy path. He's using dark magic. He's tapping in to the forces less savoury, and is one of the reasons why magic is outlawed in Sigmar's domain. My mind's gone blank. Can't remember the name of the province, but yeah, they don't like. They wear lots of white. They don't like it. Reichland. That sounds right. in Reichland. Yes, this is before the schools of magic were codified, which is why all sorcerers and wizards were often demonized and cast out and burnt at the stake. And schools of wizardry were quite rare. And in this instance, part of it's this guy's fault, because he's using unsavoury magics rather than something natural from the winds that hasn't been corrupted by the taint of chaos. But if you ask him, power's power, and no one is arguing yet. Apart from all the Sigmarites who will try and burn him if they ever catch him. But they've got to do business with the city-state of Null, so they can't burn everyone. Then we have a Free Guild militia, also being paid to be here. These guys are relatively chaff-like, although their recent performance has not been in line with their chaffness. They're throwing weapons, two-hand weapons. They're impetuous. They're levies. So the rest of the army doesn't care if they run away, because they're what do you expect from hired thugs. But they're not actually mercenaries, so they don't use the mercenaries rule. Haven't got the city-state of Nuln can take quite a few mercenaries. We haven't got any in this list, mainly or entirely because I haven't painted them yet. They're sort of there. They're about 5 feet above my finger, sat on a tray, ready to be painted. So there they've got the only 2 magic items. Oh yes, he's dark magic. He's got Doom Bolt, which is the signature spell. It's a magic missile, and Infernal Gateway, which I don't know how much use it will be, but you can use it to teleport other characters around the board, which I had thought, that's not going to be that good, but from reading it, I don't see any reason, unless it's FAQ'd, why he can't teleport the general on the Griffin around, which might be kind of handy, but we shall see. So, Knights of Ash, Gunnery School, Engineering School, Free Guild, Freeloaders. That's 3,000 points. Let's take a look at the greenskins. And here we have 3,000 points of Orc and Goblin tribes. Now, James just finished putting these down and turned to me and went, that's it. Never have those 2 words been more inappropriately applied. This looks amazing and monstrously terrifying at the same time. So we've got lots of Savage Orcs and characters and Boar Boys, some mercenaries, some Badland Ogres. We've got Black Orcs, we've got Orc Chariots, we've got Orcs, we've got Goblins, we've got Forest Goblins, Spider Riders, we've got Shooty Goblins. Where should we start?
Should we start with the characters?
Let's start with the characters.
So the general is Black Orc War Boss on a boar.
That very fitting, perfect.
Yeah, he's got full plate armour, and he's also got Trollhide trousers, which gives him a total of armour value of 2+, with a 5+ regeneration, courtesy of Trollhide trousers.
Righto.
Standing next to him, we've got a big boss with a battle standard. Nothing special about him.
So he's your battle standard bearer.
Yes.
Right.
But he's just got a regular battle standard rather than a magical one.
Right.
For the Savage Orcs, it's the first time I've brought this many Savage Orcs, because you're restricted to
1 per 1,000 points. Yeah.
So now we've got 3,000 points. I can use all of my rebased Bone Splitters.
Hooray!
We've got a weird knob. He has got War Magic, and his spells are Vindictive Glare, Hand of Mork, and Bad Moon Rising. And I always run him with Buzzgob's Knobbly Staff, which means once per turn he can reroll a casting roll.
Okay.
Standing next to him on a boar is a weird boy. He's a level 2 wizard. For magic items, he's got Idol of Mork, which extends his dispel range by 3 inches and allows him once per turn to reroll dispels.
Right,
So
okay.
He rerolls dispels.
Magic go on, magic go off.
Yes. And he's an elementalist, and he's got Plague of Rust.
Oh, no!
When I rolled
No!
I rolled that, looked at that, thought, yeah, I'm having that.
No!
And Flaming Sword.
Right. He dies first. Wherever he is, he dies first. Sorry, back in the room, as you were.
He probably will, because he's going to be with that lot, charging headlong forwards.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put the cannons in front of him.
And standing next to him, we've got an orc, Big Boss, who is just upgraded as Frenzy with War Paint. So that's not all the characters. We've got a Goblin, Odd Git.
Forest Shaman.
Yeah, so he's a level 1, and he has got Mork's Curse, which is a hex. So cast it on an enemy unit, and they have to re-roll any save rolls of 6, natural 6.
You got something against my armour or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
To be fair, I've got a bigger grudge against your guns, but anyway. For Savage Orcs, we've got a unit of 23 Savage Orc mob with hand weapons, extra hand weapons.
Yes.
And Big Stabbers. Big Stabbers simply, it doesn't matter how many's in the unit, it just simply gives them D3 plus 1 impact hits.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Another unit, 23 Orc Boys with thrusting spears and shields.
Thrusting spears are on the charge, are they? Or are they on the being charged?
I think they're...
It's throwing spears are on the charge. Yes, yeah. It's being charged.
Yeah. And then standing next to them is the most recent lot that I've rebased. Just finished rebasing them yesterday. 20 boys with warbows.
That's a lot of toughness 4.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed that strength-wise they're the exact same strength as a goblin. That just feels wrong.
Weapon skill's better though, presumably.
Yeah, slightly better. Yeah, the weapon skill 3 as opposed to goblin's weapon skill 2. And then at the back we've got 2 units of boar boys who are frenzied with war paint as well. So a unit 6 with hand weapons. Unfortunately, they can't take extra hand weapons anymore, so they don't get 5 attacks on the charge anymore. Sad face.
Yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah. But something I hadn't realised is they do, in addition to their ward save, they do actually get an armour save courtesy of the boars. So the boars give them Armoured Hide 1.
They got. I can see how they barred but now Armoured Hide.
Yeah. And the same with the other unit. That's unit 7 with cavalry spears and shields. So they've got an armour value of 5.
Whoa.
Yeah. Badlands Ogres, as you said, they've all got the Iron Fists.
Heavy armour and Iron Fist?
No, just light armour.
Light armour and Iron Fist.
Yeah. So Iron Fist, I think, is if I make a save value of a 6, it does a wound back to you.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah. So that's it for Savage Orcs. We've got unit 15 Black Orcs, who are a motley crew. So there's a combination of a couple of shields on the front rank. I think there's 7 in total with extra hand weapons and 5 with great weapons.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting using them because I've used them as an offensive weapon before, but they never took any damage back, so I don't know how it's going to work with saves. So yeah, watch this space as we get those rules wrong. 2 Orc Chariots, standard as they come. A unit of 31 Orc Boys with extra hand weapons, full command. Should say everything so far has had full command.
Yep.
A unit of 28 Goblins with full command, with spears, hand weapons and shields. And taking 2 units of Goblins with bows, and they're grouped together at the minute, but I'm going to be running them as skirmishers. I've never run them as skirmishers before, so I'm going to give that a go.
Makes me harder to shoot them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And finally, last but not least, we last saw these several millennia in the future at the Siege of Excelsis. So 10 Forest Goblin Spider Riders.
Yes, with your beautifully magnetised bases.
Yeah.
I mean...
Probably the easiest models to magnetise ever.
Go on, give them a demo. Give them a demo. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, so they just pop off. And they've got a pre-cast hole for magnets.
Little hole, magnet hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, unfortunately, it's not 3mm. It's an eighth of an inch, which is slightly bigger than 3mm. But you can easily glue 3mm magnets in there and pop onto. Basically.
That's a thing of beauty. I could do a little clip of that and just watch it again and again and again. I could even make it my ringtone. Ding. Or maybe message alert. Anyway, did you cover magic items as you went? You went through the Gorks, the knobbly stick, and the thingy, and the troll had trousers. Were there any others?
Oh yeah, I give the goblins, just to make them feel a bit more forest goblin-y, they've got the banner of, I think it's the banner of the wilds, which allows them to move through cover.
Righto.
But other than that, that's everybody.
Basically, he came along and said, "Why don't you carry the magic flag?" And they're like, "What? Magic flag or I'll burn your eyes!" All right, we'll carry the magic flag, boss. Okay. Do you know what it does? I don't know. I don't want to touch it. You want to touch it. Sorry, I digress. I went to my inner goblin there. Okay, so units, magic items. Any army special rules that are particularly pertinent?
Orc boys, if they charge in, then they can... they've got choppers rather than hand weapons, which are classed as a hand weapon, but if they charge, they get an extra pip of AP.
Right.
Characters, once per game, each character can declare a war, which affects them and the unit that they are with.
So each of these 6 characters?
The Goblin can't. Only the Orcs.
The Orcs, right.
Yeah, they can declare a war. They have to take a leadership test, and if they pass it, again, they get bonuses in melee.
Okay.
Which off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are.
That's fine.
I think it's re-rolling either hits or wounds.
Righto.
Orcs are immune to Goblin Panic.
Yep.
Whereas ogres aren't, for some reason.
And are Black Orcs immune to regular Orc Panic? They used to be back in the day, way back.
Unfortunately not, no.
No, okay. Because I remember that was the whole cascading principle of the Chaos Dwarf army. The Chaos Dwarves didn't care if the Orcs and Goblins ran away. The Black Orcs didn't care if the Orcs and Goblins ran away. The Orcs didn't care if the Goblins ran away, and the Goblins just ran away.
Again, you have actually seen these on the channel before as well, the Black Orcs. Because those are my original Iron Claws.
Our boys. They looked a little bit more custody.
Yes, they were yellow. It actually made me quite sad, because they were some of the first Age of Sigmar models that I painted before I switched over to Ogres, because I decided that I was too lazy to move loads of Orcs around, so I went for Ogres. Yeah, but they're on big bases.
This is true. This is true. Moving them around is a lot easier in this game.
Exactly. There's more than 100 Orcs on this table and nearly 50 Goblins. There's very few things to actually push.
It's funny, as you were saying, as we were going through, I was like, oh, I don't want to get in combat with that. I don't want to get in combat with that. I don't want to get in combat with that. Basically, I'm quite happy to get in combat with them. Everything else, less so. I may well be forming a gun line and just shooting you whilst you advance.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's go on to deployment. And here we are after deployment, and I have to say, your army looks terrifying to behold.
Thank you. Very nice of you to say so.
Yes, yes. Obviously, these guys aren't scared. They're loyal servants of the Empire. But
do they know no fear?
No, they know quite a bit of fear, which is... It's just fortunate that they don't have light-coloured uniform. Okay, so talk me through your deployment.
Well, I took a leaf out of Sultan's book, ABC, Always Be Charging.
Right.
So, on the basis that you got lots of shooty stuff, I wanted to put the really nasty stuff as far forward as I can to get over there to minimise said shooting. So, all of the absolute nutters are as far forward as I can get them.
Yep.
With the exception of these guys.
Hiding behind the goblins.
Yeah, because you put your cavalry down, so I thought I better put some expendable goblins in front of them, hence why these guys are slightly further back.
Yeah.
And these guys hopefully going to charge forwards, the chariot's hoping to charge forwards and break up that formation of militia, followed up by some heavy infantry, the boss over here, because...
Near his lads.
Yeah.
Who are immune to panic, we checked and discovered.
Yeah, they are immune to panic. All panic, not just orc panic or goblin panic. All panic. And sneaky spiders.
Sneaky.
And basically, these guys got outpaced by the more enthusiastic orcs, which is why they're skulking in at the back. That's basically it. And they're dead because there was a hole and they're skirmishers and they just happened to fit.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Well, I had a few more agonising decisions, so mine needed to be a bit more structured. So all of the outriders are on the left. How they vanguard move will depend on who's going first, because your shooter units are out there, and whilst these shoot well, they die to return fire really easily, and there's a lot to chew through there. So, not sure about that. We've got the main. We've got the regiment. I need more regiments. We've got the regiment here in the centre. Now, it takes up quite a large footprint because you've got to deploy these within 3 inches. So, they're here in the centre. They're back a bit. I'm hoping I'm within 24-inch range. So if I get first turn, I'll be able to get to shoot. I know I could have measured, but I chose not to. Then one of the engineers is dropped in here. Now, this always fires indirectly. It always scatters. So that's a war machine to put behind other units. Now, because there's an engineer drops into this unit, they are now immune to psychology, which then cascades onto the detachment. He's also in command range of a couple of the war machines to be able to re-roll misfires. We have other war machines down here at the back. This one can fire indirectly or could fire directly with line of sight over that way. And the cannons I've placed with views in different directions to be able to fire directly. Hopefully some cavalry or some of the tough stuff. It's quite deep here, so the cannon fire, in theory, should be reasonably effective. The militia are kind of out on their own a little bit, as is appropriate for hirelings. Oh, we should mention that we rolled for misbehaving mercenaries for your ogres, and they turned up fine. I wanted the knights to go forward at pace, so I've put them fairly near the front so they can go forward at pace. Knowing that they're no longer going to be there, then the greatswords are there to move up into the gap and defend the war machines. We've got one war machine in this gap, one mortar, because it then has proper line of sight to be able to mortar over here this target-rich environment. The war wagon, I did really want pairing with the knights, but it was going to block line of sight if I put it there. It's going to block line of sight if I put it there. So I ended up putting it on the other side of the militia, and it can go around or something. Character placement, the battle standard bearer is with the greatswords, so they will get 2 per rank. Ideally, I wanted him over here, but then they're not so protected from a panic perspective, and that's just the way things worked out. I didn't want to make that a Death Star unit full of characters. The general I've got here at the back because he could hop over and charge. And the wizard... James had quite a lot of drops left still to do, so I couldn't put him completely away from where all the enemy wizards were, so he's still in wizarding range. But he is able to... I've just realised I've put him as close to the Priest of Sigmar as I could possibly have put him. That's a giggle. Hopefully he won't notice the threads of dark magic, but he's deeply, deeply suspicious of this guy. Would happily give him hammer time in the mustering afterwards, or beforehand, or at any point. He burned the witch, etc., etc. And the militia were as far forward because they are impetuous and keen to get to grips with the orcs. I mean, they are insane if they've got that lined up against them. And that's it. That's my logic, such as it is, and we shall see how it goes. I have to say, I feel monstrously outnumbered, and because these units are so large, I don't see... the problem I foresee is going to be subsequent rounds of combat. I don't think I'm going to do enough damage to them with an initial punch, whether it be from shooting or whether it be from melee, for there not to be a boatload of them still there and them to railroad me. It's that toughness 4. But we shall see. It's the first time we played a game of this scale. First time against many, many, many orcs. It's been many, many goblins previously and a mix before that. I'm babbling now. Let's roll for first turn. I get +1 because of I finished dropping first. Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Likewise.
To tie. Should we re-roll?
Definitely you.
7. I will take first turn. Right, so here we are at the end of the movement phase. Pre-battle, these guys vanguarded up here, so they can put shooty down into the that unit of Savage Orcs without having moved. These guys have stayed still. I've realised these guys have got markers for their rifle drill, and I've realised that's a convenient place to put the barrel, and then I've thought, I need to put that barrel on a base so it looks better. So we'll totally be doing that. These have all stayed still. He's very much going to countercharge, as it were, later on. Over here, I can't think very far ahead, and I've made lots of mistakes already. So the militia have run forward. They've marched. They're impetuous, so they're going to do that kind of stuff anyway. They don't have to, but I wanted to, and they're totally going to get sharp at those chariots next turn. The war wagon has just moved, and will be doing some shooting in a minute. The knights have just moved. We're going to see what other things happen. The priest prayed for the Hammer of Sigmar and got it. So until the end of the next turn, they are re-rolling 1s to wound and hit in combat. The greatswords have moved forward into the gap to interdict anything coming forward, and the wizard has walked up whilst maintaining line of sight for his doom bolting. And that's the movement. I need to think about where I'm going to start with the shooting. Okay, we're going to start the shooting with the Outriders. We are at long range, but we have not moved, and we are multiple shots, so it's -2 to hit. We've got some ballistic skill 5 and some ballistic skill 4, so the ballistic skill 5s will hit on 4s. Nope. And the others will hit on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. Wounding on 4s. You don't care about the AP, do you?
No, because we've got ward saves.
Alright, 3 ward saves.
6s. Ooh.
Fine. Get 1. See, yeah, this is what I suspected may happen. Now, these Outriders, one can't see because of the position they're in. First is the grenade launching blunderbuss at -2, so we'll hit on a 4+. No. And then the other shots will hit on 5s. Then wound on 4s. 3. 3 war saves for Warpaint. Kills 4. 1 more for a panic test. So I might throw some ordnance down here. Maybe not. Right. That's that done. Do the horse get attacks? They have handguns, right?
Well, the horses.
The horses, yeah.
Maybe they've got fiery breath or something.
Ooh, let's check. I'm going to put off making the decisions about what order to do things in here by doing the things here that have no sequence. So he's going to attempt to cast Doombolt, which casts on definitely not that. So that's good.
He's probably a bit nervous about the priest.
Yeah, probably.
Draw too much attention to himself.
Yeah, but this is the city of Norn. It's an enlightened place. There's actually a wizardry college. So there's an uneasy, I wouldn't say truce, but sort of, it's not open warfare in Norn. I mean, in Tabakland, Sigmar's outlawed and wizards can do whatever they want. Reichland, t'other way around. Norn, square in the middle, a bit of a, well, maybe we'll burn the bad ones. But aren't they all bad?
The ones that use dark magic.
No, but they're all bad, aren't they? Shh. Right, so that didn't happen. Mortar and War Wagon. Right, mortar fire. We're firing at these Black Orcs. That's the centre of the unit. That is within line of sight. So a hit is a hit. It's a hit! Ooh. Right. This is going to take a minute. Right, this is going to have a bunch of steps to it. So there are 9 fully hit to hit automatically and 6 that are hit on 4s because they're partially hit. 2 of those become hits. Now, one of the ones hit is the champion. Make a lookout save for the champion. I assume there's a champion in the unit.
Yes.
Okay, so if you make a 2+, he passes it.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are now all against the unit. There's one that hits the guy in the centre. He takes a strength 6 hit. Yeah. So I assume the toughness 4.
I believe so.
So they will take... he'll wound on 2s. That's a 2 at AP -3.
Okay, so he's got a 4 up armor save because of full plate, so it goes straight through it.
That goes straight through and kills him. Now these ones are strength 2, so they will only wound on 6s.
That's a lot of 6s.
Oh my.
That's a lot of 6s.
Oh my. And they're normally AP2, but they are Armor Bane 1. Right. So these are AP3 as well. So that's
another 6 dead.
Another 6 dead.
Yeah.
On the plus side, that it means panic.
Indeed.
So that happened. Well done. Well done. You, not so much. Right, War Wagon. I'm going to shoot the goblins, just try and get them out of the way, because they're going to be annoying. I don't think there's not much realistic chance of taking down a chariot. Let's try and whittle the goblins. So I have a repeater rifle. Long range, multiple shots moved, -3. So hitting on 7s. So it's 6s then. I want to say 4s, yeah. Oh, a 6. Not a 4. Then a long rifle, which isn't at long range, so we'll actually hit on the 6. Nope. I mean, basically, that's just a lump of iron being towed. In combat, it's the chariot that does the work, not any of the crew. Fired out of range, no guns. Fired, no guns. Right. Now that we've got to think about. Right, now the cannons are going to start firing on the enemy cavalry. First cannon, we're going to aim the cannonball here. See how far it bounces. It bounces 6 inches. Sorry, lands 6 inches, then it will bounce. Then it bounces 4, which looks like it'll get 2 ranks, or maybe just the 1.
It's going to be close.
Ooh.
I think it's just the 1 rank.
1 minute. Yeah, just the 1 rank. I'm going to re-roll that with the engineer, see if I can get a bigger bounce. No, it just hits the ground and does nothing. That'll learn me. Second cannon. That's a misfire. And I've used the re-roll from the engineer. So we're going to have to roll on the black powder misfire table. 6. That's either really bad or really good. It was good. It's just a dud. It's just a dud. But, I mean, I could have killed 3 or 4 if I hadn't tried to be greedy. That'll learn me. Right. That changes things a smidge. Now the Hellstorm rocket battery is going to have a go. Now, fortunately, I think I got it how it works right this time, so it's probably not going to wipe out half your army in one go, because I got it wrong last time in several ways. So I'm going to target here. It's going to aim at the centre of the unit. We land D3 blasts for 2. And they do auto scatter. We follow the little arrow minus their ballistic skill, which that's a 5-inch scatter for the first one. And then a 0 scatter for the second one, because they're both hits. It's firing indirectly, therefore you reduce the scatter by a number of inches. The number of their ballistic skill inches. So let's measure up and see what we get. So we have a total of 2 definite, 4 partials over here, and 8 partials on there. Very big bases, not so much covered by the little hole. So the 4 partials over here 2 of those convert. Is this chap here the unit champion, mate?
Yes.
Okay, so he was hit, so he'll need a lookout, sir, on 4+. 2+ even. Yes, so they just hits against the unit. These are strength 3 -1, so they'll wound on 5s. 1. So 1 ward save of 6+. Yes. Good magic paint. Now over here we have our 8 partials. Now 1 of the 8 partials is on the champion, so you'll need a lookout save for that. And 1 of them is on the wizard, so you'll need a lookout save. Okay, so they're all on the main unit, and they're hitting on 4+. And there are 3 of them. Toughness 4.
Toughness 4.
So they'll wound on 5s. 1 at -1.
-1, so still a 6.
Ward save? Or was that the ward save?
Well, I actually get an armour save because Armoured Hide is...
And shields. So now it's the ward save then.
Do you get that as well as? I thought it was instead of.
No, it's as well.
Oh, okay. Because this is...
No, it's as well.
This is Old World, not Age of Sigmar.
It's as well.
Don't...
No.
You're still dead.
Yeah, ward saves are as well. Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
They are, yeah. Okay, so that got 1. And now we're going to attempt to drop that mortar on its firing indirectly. So we'll scatter and potential unit. That's 1 minute. You didn't see that. Whoa. And there's no reduction on this. 10 inches this away. Right, it ends up here. Just 4 orcs fully hit, 4 potentials, and 1 goblin fully hit, 1 potential goblin fully hit. So the partials on the orcs, 2 of those converts, that's 6 in total. The partial on the goblin doesn't convert. The goblin is toughness 3 or 2. So that seems wrong. Winning on a 5? Yes, at AP -1. No, 2, because it's a mortar.
Oh, in that case, he's dead.
Okay, so kills a goblin. Right, now the orcs, 1 of them is hit by the central shell, which is strength 6, so we'll kill on a 2. It's a 6. That kills ward save. Ward save.
Yep,
No. Then these 5 are strength 5, so we'll wound on 6s. That's 2 6s and AP -3, so 2 more ward saves. 1 pass, 1 fail, so killed 1 goblin and 2 orcs. Now coming to the handgunners, this unit are going to shoot at the central unit of boar boys. They can all they're all in range apart from this guy at the end here who's a whisker out. So that's 7 guys in total, 1 of whom is the champion. He has a repeater handgun, so he's 3 shots. His ballistic skill is better, but it's multiple shots, so it ends up the same. It's the same profile. They're -1 in total for shooting, so these are hitting on 5s. 2. Strength 4, toughness 4, running on 4s. None. Okay. I'd hoped for more than none. Right, over here. Now I could put the Hochland... my choices here are I can put the Hochland long rifle into anyone I want, or I could fire the whole unit at this unit of Savage Orcs. Let's fire the whole unit at that unit of Savage Orcs. Hochland long rifle first. I may as well target the champion, even though he still gets a lookout save. Long range only, so we'll hit on a 4. Nope. Then 6 other shots that will hit on... drop dice don't count. That will hit on 5s. 1. Winning on a 4. No. That's a bad batch of gunpowder. Has not carried the bullets far enough. Oh, he has a repeating rifle. Let's see who he's in range of. The engineer is in range of the boar boys. Multiple shots, long range, hitting on 5s. Nope. Right. Fired, out of range, fired, no guns, fired, out of range, fired, no guns. I think that's the lot. So at the end of Empire of Man turn 1, taking a total of 16 unit strength off the greenskin, so they're down to 229 out of 245. Please be more stuff that can... No. It's your go! So here we are at the end of the movement phase. There was nothing really happened in the strategy phase because most spells were out of range or didn't have valid targets, etc., etc. So going from left to right, these Savage Orcs have stayed put because they're going to growl and spit as they volley fire in return. Those Goblins have decided they are better off behind the Savage Orcs. These ones have just been exploded, so they're racing forward and have marched towards that cover. Everything else in the centre has marched to try and get as close as possible, and if I don't put a serious dent in them in my next turn, I am foobar. And then over here, the Spider Riders have moved into this area of forest, because they have moved through cover, which is super helpful. Now, the Black Orc Big Boss has a special rule called Quell Impetuosity. He can control his lackeys nearby. So on that basis, he is getting them all to hold still. Now, technically, they don't have to move forward and charge, but that's the in-character rationale for why these chariots are not racing forwards. They're waiting for us to get a bit closer, which I may or may not choose to do. I might just sit here and shell them until they come to me, which we will see. So they are staying put. That's it for movement. Let's go on to shooting. Right, starting with these goblins, shooting into the Knights of the Ash.
10 shots hitting on 5s.
-1 for range.
1.
Strength 3, toughness 3. Winning on a 4. 4 plus. No AP, is there?
No.
3 plus save. No. Kills a knight. Thunk through his helm. Okay, warbows at long range with half the rear ranks for volleying is a total of 11.
Yes.
Hitting on 5s. 1. Strength 3, toughness 3.
Yep.
No, first to wound. I am very surprised. Right, what's next?
That's it.
What?
That's it.
What?
I haven't got any more guns.
What? My go?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a lot quicker than your go.
It was a lot quicker than my go. You're not wrong. Okay. Well, you've taken... In fact, we can add this live. You killed a guy on a horse. Well, a guy and a horse. So you take me down to 195. As we go into... Null turn 2. Ooh, heck. So, we are at the end of the movement phase. 2 things happened in the strategy phase. 1, you prayed for Hammer of Sigmar, and Hammer of Sigmar was gotten. And 2, the ambush has turned up. And the Road Wardens came in on this side of the table in the compulsory movement phase, and then subsequently moved into the movement phase. And they're about to put lots of pistol shots into those Spider Riders. Other moves over here. The Greatswords have turned and moved forward a bit to try and plug that gap afterwards. Over here, the captain has ordered a hold of this line. Fortunately, these guys were not quite in range of the Spider Riders for their for them to run off like impetuous fools. The wagon is staying put because there are things for it to shoot at. The wizard has stayed put because I read how his conveyance spell works properly, and he's going to throw another doom bolt in. And I thought I could put him down anywhere on the table, and I'm like, he's going to get as far away from that priest as he can. It's like, what do you mean one of those knights is a priest? Teleport. Well, what do you mean this spell only moves me 12 inches? I'm like, oh, I'm going to spend the game leapfrogging away from him. No. So we can stay there. Obviously, none of the artillery's moved. The main regiment here hasn't moved. We're going to put as many shots into this cavalry and attempt to delete as much of it as possible before it gets to us. The Outriders have said, danger, Will Robinson, danger. One unit has moved over here to attempt to put fire into these boar riders. One of them going into the woods, making a passing dangerous terrain test. This unit has marched to get away from all the return fire. We may go back there later. We may not. The general has hopped over here to line up a better charge for next turn. I mean, these guys might get charged by the Savage Orcs, but it is in terrain. It would disrupt them, disrupt their rank bonus. They will be slowed down by the terrain. I could fire and flee, so not too worried about that. Yeah, that's the movement. We've now got to shoot stuff. And we were talking off camera, and you were reflecting that they should have gone forward too because of me just standing here now and waiting.
I was thinking like an orc, and the orc thought that, well, those guys came forward, so surely they're going to carry on coming forward.
Well, yes, but basically what we've done is we've plugged this gap.
Yeah.
That was our plan. It says here. That was our plan. But so they haven't come any closer. Well, let's just hold here then. Rabble, hold here. We're paying you. Wizard, vaporize some stuff. What? Says the priest. It's like, ixnay on the Izzard way. Right, shooting. Let's go right to left. Okay, so the Outriders first. You're in Woodlands, which gives you partial cover, so it's -1 to hit. I'm quick shot, so I don't have -1 for moving and shooting, and you're within half range, but they are multiple shot weapons because they're brace of pistols and or repeater pistol. So, everyone's -2. The captain is ballistic skill 5, so he will hit on 4s. That's 2 hits. The profile the same. The other guys will hit on 5s because they still have -2, but they have ballistic skill 4 to start with. That's 5 hits in total. Strength 3, toughness... Sorry, strength 4, toughness 3?
Toughness 3.
So 3s. That's 3 at AP 1, 1 at AP 2.
I don't get any saves then because I've only got light armour.
Okay, kills 4. So they need a panic test at this point at leadership 6, which they pass. Now the war wagon's going to shoot at them. All right, first off, the blunderbuss. It doesn't suffer minuses for a bunch of things, but does suffer the minus for cover. So it's going to hit on a 5, which it hits. Now when it hits D3 times for 3. Sorry. Strength 3, toughness 3, winning on 4s, 2 at AP -1.
So that's 2 more dead.
Now a repeater handgun, it's multi-shot, so this is going to hit on 6s because partially obscure from the cover as well. No, nothing from that. And then we have the long rifle, which will just be the -1 for the cover. We'll hit on a 5, yes. Strength 4, winning on a 3, -1 AP. Kills another one. Right, carrying on. The wizard is definitely not going to throw a bolt of doom at the... At least it's not demonology. It's just twisted. He's just tainted, not actively evil. Needs an 8. Casts on an 11.
I'll try and dispel that with this guy. He is a level 3, so I get +2 to this.
Correct.
That's 10.
That's a 10. Okay.
So that's not enough.
So it causes a template to appear in the centre of the unit. 4 definite hits, 8 partials. One of the partials is the champion, which is hit. Does he look out?
Drop past no count.
He looks out. And then the others also 4s. These are strength 3, AP -2. So the AP isn't going to bother you. They're only strength 3, so what's the worst that can happen? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ward saves of 6. Do they have shields?
They do have shields.
But it's AP of -2, so it's 4 ward saves of 6.
Nope.
No, kills 4. Well done. Now the mortar, firing at the Black Orcs again because it worked so well last time. That's a 6-inch scatter this way, which is going to hit Nothing. Now we come to the bits where the order matters. And I do feel kind of bad, but I do expect them to delete them. So we are at close range. We haven't moved. We're going to hit on full ballistic skill. We're going to use our once per game rifle drill to fire in both ranks. The ballistic skill increase of that offsets the multiple thingies. So this many dice, hitting it 17 shots, hitting on 4s. That's 12 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of which is an AP2, the others are AP1.
Well, 6s regardless.
Okay, 6 is a save or just wards?
Oh, that's the point. Yeah, so the AP1s, I will still get 6s.
Okay, so you get 4 6s for the AP1s.
Nope.
Then ward saves for all 5.
Nope.
No.
At least one.
One left, and he will panic. Take a panic test at this point.
Which is a fail.
So, are you going to use Swift Stride on your flea or not?
Not.
Not. Okay, 2d6.
8.
8. Okay, does that run through the unit of boys behind?
You'll certainly reach them. I'll assume it's the champion because he always dies last.
Yeah.
So if he turns around, no, he's not quite going to get there. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short. So he will basically get to there.
Okay. And he ends up here. Now we're going to fire this unit of Outriders first. The front 3 are within half range, the back 2 are not. So the front 3 have got the -1 for moving and for long range, so we'll hit on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strength 4, toughness 4, winning on 4s. 3, 2 at -1, 1 at -2.
So the -1 will give them 6s to save. Nope. And then the other 3 6s. No.
No, so that's 3. Now the guy who's further back, so he will hit on another. So he'll hit on 6s. 1 hit, winning on a 4. No. Then the captain is the one at the back. He has better ballistic skill, so he will hit on a 5 with the grenade launching blunderbuss, which also misses. So that's 3. That is also a panic test because it's more than 25%.
Need to check his leadership, but I think that might be a pass.
They flee 7 and end up here. At which point does target priority shift. They cannot charge next turn, but it would be good to try and finish them off. With his repeater gun, we'll fire into this unit as well. Long range, multiple shots, didn't move, -2 5s. 1 hit, 4 to wound. Yes, -1, so save then ward. You really are due a save. That killed another one. Then the unit with the long rifle will fire as well. The long rifle's going to try and fire at your wizard, who won't get a lookout save because there aren't enough guys in the unit. It's got to be 5 or more. Hitting on -1 for range. Hitting on a 4. Strength 4. Wounding on a 5. Let me just check it. Yeah, it's just a -1. It's ward save. Is it not a better ward save on a character?
No.
Takes a wound. 1 left?
Probably.
Then the other shots. I say those 2 can't see past the horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at long range. Hitting on 5s. 1. Winning on a 4. Yes. -1, so 6 up, then 6 up. The problem is you've been playing with your dice. Kills and... yeah, that's the order. Right. I feel bad. I don't know why I feel bad. I did what I wanted to happen, but it kind of feels worse that they're boxing your other units in a bit. Right, artillery. Right, we'll fire the cannon. Fire the cannon. We'll aim it here and try and push it through that unit. Putting the cannonball here, and it lands 2 inches up. Then it bounces. Misfire. We will re-roll the misfire with the engineer for 4. That'll just hit that guy. Strength 10. Doesn't wound him. Must hit a magic tattoo. Right, now we'll do the same with the next cannon. Lands 4 inches up, which might be on him or might be past him. Let's check. It's in the poor boar's bum.
Try saying that 3 times.
The poor boar's bum. And then it bounces misfire, so it stops when it hits the boar. Okay, so the rider has bounced 1 cannonball with magic tattoo. I really want to roll a 1 right now. Strength 10. Wounds. It's -5. Oh, you were due that 6. Okay, right. Now some more shells to drop. Shell time. Well, actually rocket time in this instance. We're rocketing over here. Centre of this unit. How many are we dropping? 3. Sorry, mate. That's a misfire, but I have an engineer that can correct the misfire. So that's 4 minus 3 is 1. That's 1 inch scatter this way. That's 2 definite, 6 partial. So the next one goes 4 inches that way. That ends up here. That's 2 partial goblins, 3 partial orcs. 3 partial orcs, 1 partial goblin. And lastly, that's a misfire. I've used all of... I did re-roll a misfire on the cannon, didn't I? So I've used all my re-rolls, so that is going to require a roll on the black powder table, which is a 3, which is a malfunction, loses a wound, can't fire next turn. Those of you wondering about the top-down view on the camera there, this table is made of floor joists. So they are entirely stand-onable, even for a guy my size. Which I assure you is because, I mean, you don't often see it on camera, but I'm quite big. Right, 2 hits on the orcs, and these are partials. None of them were clipping any of the characters. So that's 5 hits in total. Strength 3, so wounding on 5s. 1 at -1.
There's no shields in that unit, so just wards. Nope.
No. Okay, killed 1. 1 goblin, hit on a 4+. Yes. I'm not sure if it's at least AP1. I don't know if it's AP2, but they've got light armor, so that kills 1 goblin. Yeah. Then lastly is a remaining mortar, also targeting the same unit. That's a hit, minus the cruise ballistic skill, so it will scatter 3 inches. That's 6 definite hits, 4 partials. None of the partials are specials. So 2 of those hit. 1 of the hits is the champion, so leads a lookout serve test. She passes. The one under the hole is green misted on a 6. A 2 even. But of course he will get his ward save. Then the others on 6s, because strength 2, toughness 4. at AP -3, so 2 ward saves.
Make 1.
Okay, so 2 die in total from that lot, which is not enough for a panic test. And that's it for the Empire turn. 44 objective points. That's the wrong word. Why is my brain? No.
Unit strength.
Unit strength. Thank you. 44 unit strength. Sorry, my brain just went to Hawaii for a moment then. 44 unit strength destroyed this turn. 1 unit entirely wiped out. Technically, oh no, it doesn't. Sorry, my brain just went to. Oh well, no one had to take a panic test because no one died to shooting. But then I go, oh hang on, that unit did die to shooting. So maybe panic tests were needed, but it was already broken, so I don't think it counts. I don't know if that's right or not. Feels right. Maybe we need to check that. Yeah, they did. They did need to take a panic test, and we've just gone, we'll just do it off camera. Because it's leadership 10 with a reroll. 11. Reroll 8. Oh, breathe. So that's the end of Null turn 2. The Orcs are down to a unit strength of 185 now with a 61 break point. There's probably one more turn of fire you've got to weather before you're getting close enough to do the charge thing. Let's go to Orcs turn 2. So, end of strategy phase. All the spells are out of range because the 2 wizards at the back haven't moved, so aren't in range. And he was fleeing until a minute ago. James found all his 6s, rolled boxcars to rally, but used the battle standard bearer to reroll, and he passed. So this unit has reformed and is back in the fight, but cannot charge this turn. Are there any charges this turn?
They can charge, or they're impetuous, so they have to try to charge unless they pass a leadership test, but they do want to charge. I need to have a conversation.
Okay, let's converse. So 1 charge to declare, and that's the Spider Riders into the side of the War Wagon, making a standard shoot reaction. One of my weapons is cumbersome, so can't fire. The other 2 can. The Blunderbuss is only -1 for the cover, so we'll hit on a 5. No, the Repeater Rifle is -1 for the cover and -1 for multiple shots, so we'll hit on 6s. Also, no. Right, 2d6 plus Swift Stride. They have moved through cover, so they're not slowed down. So it's their move plus the 4.
Yep.
So
that'll be 11 with Swift Stride.
They're totally in.
Yeah.
So they are in to the side of the War Wagon. So at the end of the movement phase, we are here. Now, we did do some measuring up over here because the Savage Orcs were further back. With the wheel and the penalty for going through the terrain, they were not in charge range, so did not have to declare a charge against the Outriders. So they have marched. Everything over here is marched. This is marched. They've marched. Everything's marched. Old MacDonald had... No. These have marched. Those have marched. Has everything marched?
Yes.
Everything's marched.
Except for the spiders.
Apart from the spiders who charged. Everywhere a march. Yep, you're all very close. Very close. Feels very close. Good-o. Right. Combat over here. The spiders are first. +3 to their initiative. Spider Riders.
Yep. So we've got 3 spiders will fight first because they are initiative 4.
So 7.
Yeah. They get 1 attack each. Weapon skill 3.
Okay.
What's the weapon skill of a...
Now you're asking. Also 3.
Right, so hit you on 4s. 2.
2 hits.
They are poisoned.
So you're going to get +2 to wound with those.
Yep. So strength 3.
Toughness 5. So you would wound on 6s, so this takes it to 4s. Basically, you're biting the horses.
Yeah. 2.
You've bitten the horses. AP?
None. They count as hand weapons. Poisonous fangs.
3 plus save. A wound goes through. So the War Wagon has 5 remaining.
And then cavalry spears are weapon skill 2, so hitting you on 4s.
Yep. 1. Strength 4. Because
Strength
plus
4
1.
plus
So
cavalry spears on the charge.
5.
Nope. That's it.
Okay, my attacks in return. So first off, I have the hooked halberd. You go with the weapon called the rider, I think.
Yes.
So hitting you on 3s because weapon score 3. No. Then the man catcher hitting you on 3s. No. Then strikes last the ball and chain hitting you on a 3. No.
Horses get attacked.
The horses get an attack each. Hitting you on 3s. 1. Strength 3, toughness 3. 1 at no AP.
So I need a 6. Nope.
No, okay. Now, stomp attacks. D3 plus 1. For 4. At the strength of the model, which is 5. It's a heavy chariot, so the stomps are at... It's either -1 or -2. We'll need to check that. So 2s to wound. That's 3 at least -1.
Stomp attacks for...
So we don't need to check. Yeah, it's -1. We just checked to see if there's anything funky about stomp attacks having to be in the front arc, which there isn't. So they do get wiped out. Now, is the chariot within 6 inches of them?
Yes, probably.
And it will need a panic test.
They can use his leadership.
It can indeed.
So it's leadership 9.
Which passes. Right, I've wiped Charles in combat, so I'm going to attempt to restrain and reform. Leadership test 8 or less, which I pass. So I can reform where I am, which is where I want to be. I'm going to charge next turn. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah, my turns go a lot quicker than yours because I haven't got a shed load of artillery to throw at you.
All right, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Speaking of which... Okay, strategy phase. I need to make a test for Hammer of Sigmar. I need to pass the leadership test of 7 or less, which I pass. So they're going to re-roll 1s to hit and to wound. That's everything in the strategy phase. We're now into charges. I have 3 charges to declare. The War Wagon into the Chariot. The Militia into the Chariots. And the Knights into the Goblins. Goblins. First charge on the Goblins. So your reactions, please, sir.
Just checking, can my chariot countercharge your chariot?
If it's in the front arc, which I don't think it is, does it have countercharge?
No, it doesn't. So that solves that problem.
My cunning plan here is to go through the Goblins into the Savage Orcs and countercharge in next turn.
Yeah. Well, they will stand and shoot.
Yep.
And the others will just stand.
Stand. Okay. Right, so we need to resolve the stand and shoot action first. So there's 10 shots, -1 because of standing and shooting.
5s.
You found my luck.
Indeed.
3 and 3. 4s.
3 saves, no AP.
3 plus. Yes, the armour held this time. Okay, the chariot is in. Although will have to go into the scenery, so does require a dangerous terrain test, but it's fine. The militia can't fail to be in. The knights are in. Plus swift stride, yeah. They're all in. So after charges, we end up here. There are no compulsory moves, so it is time for remaining moves. Okay, so at almost the end of the movement phase, the wizard is legging it over here. It's getting a bit too dicey over there for his liking, and there's a nice cluster of things to doombolt over here. The greatswords have moved forward for a potential charge next turn or counter charge on the big mob of orcs. The artillery and the state troopers have stayed still because they're going to do a lot of shooting and then receive a charge, presumably. These outriders have stayed still because they're just going to open up with their piece of rifles. These ones have moved to start putting more fire down into these shooty orcs. and to try and tempt them into slowing down and making shots. We shall see what the tactical decision ends up being over there. I know what I'd do. Keep on running. But I may whittle. There may be some whittlage. Okay, but I said almost at the end of the movement phase because we have a conveyance to cast. We're going to attempt to move through the infernal gateway. Casting on a 10. That's not a 10. We do not move through the infernal gateway. We go into the shooting phase, so we might as well stick with this guy and go for a doom bolt, which we're casting at this unit here. You're doomed. On an 8. Something fell over then. I heard it drop. I don't know what it was. +1 is 7. That is less than 8. Yes, act. Right, we're going to start here with these Outriders. Moved, long range, multiple shots. 6s with the regular guys. Nope. 5s with the champion. Also, no. Come on. Shoot us back. It worked well for you last time. Right, then over here, what order to do these in? Right, we're going to use our, what's it called? Handgun, rifle drill. Handgun drill. We use our once per game for the second rank can shoot. This guy has a fairly clear line of sight to one of these over here. This guy really can't see anything. So he's not going to shoot, but the rest are. So it would be 15 minus 2, 13 handgun shots and a Hockland long rifle shot. So 13 hitting on 4s, because there are no penalties to this. 13 shots hitting on 4s. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. So that's 3 at -1 and 2 at -2.
So these are all big ward saves.
Okay.
Make one.
Then a Hockland long rifle at the character in that unit, which misses. Okay, so that was 4, was it?
Yep.
Now these guys, the Outriders. First off, grenade launching blunderbuss, hitting on a 2. Hits. It's D3 +1 hits for 2. Strength 4, AP -1. So that's 1. Yeah, 1.
Wards. Yep.
Then we have multiple shots with the other 4 guys. Oh, can they all see? Yes, they can. Sorry, they can see that way to the rest of the unit rather than through. Just -1 for the multi-shots, so 4s. So that's 6 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 ward save. That will cause a panic test. They are war bands, they'll add at least 1 to this. Is he leadership 8, the big boss?
He is a big boss, he is leadership 8, yes.
So +1 for the war band is 9, that's a pass.
Yeah.
So that is a fail because he's leadership 7. However, the unit is within reroll range of the battle standard bearer, so you get to reroll. That is definitely a pass. Engineer with a repeating rifle into these 2 boar boys, hitting on 4s, wounding on a 4. Nope. Then 8, 9, 10 shots into that unit with these handguns. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hitting on 4s. Are they all within 12? Let me check. No, 3 of them are not within 12, so 3 will hit on 5s. These are the 4s. 5. Then the 5s. 1. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s. 1 at AP -1, 3 at AP -2.
They've only got light armour.
So that's 4 dead. Cannon time. First one's aiming here. Goes forward 6 inches. Ends up there and bounces 8 inches. Will hit 3 ranks. Note to self, fire cannons first, because I'd have hit an extra rank. So that's 3 hits. We'll do this one now. I'll aim here because I'll get 4 ranks if I get it. It moves 4 inches. Then bounces 8. That will go right the way through for, we'll double check it, but it looks like it's going to go right the way through for a total of 7 hits. 7 hits, strength 10, AP -4. 7 dead. So that's a panic test.
Which they pass.
Which they pass, indeed. Right, they are also going to get a mortar dropped on them from over here. Which comes 8 inches this way. That's going to hit nothing. This mortar, on the other hand, is going to fire over here. That unit goes 2 inches that way, will hit something. Boatload of hits, but wounded on 6s, 4 ward saves required. 3 die. The general has a pistol. He's going to shoot at these guys, which hits, doesn't wound. Then over here, I need to see how many are within 12-inch range of the ogres. So they are all in range. The repeater pistol, so we don't have any penalty for moving, but we're long range and multiple shots. He's -2 on his ballistic skill of 5, so he will hit on 4s. 3 hits. And then these ones are multi-shot, long range, nothing for moving, -2s, will hit on 5s. Oh my word, where have all these dice come from? Strength 4, toughness 4, I want to say on ogres. So that's 1 at -1, 3 at -2.
I don't get a save because they're only light armour.
Only light armour, right, okay, so that's 4 wounds.
So that'll kill 1.
1 and a bit. Are they 3 each or 4 each? I think
they're
they're
4 each.
Ah, right, okay. I thought they were 3 each, because I have some Imperial ogres. Maybe the Badlands ogres are tougher, which would make sense, or woundier. Very surprised if they're 4, because that's much more of an AOS stat
3.
line.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, okay, so 1 dead and 1 wound on another guy. Wound dice for you there. So 2 wounds remaining. Now we have 2 combats to resolve over here. We'll start with this big melee. The first to hit are the impact hits from the war wagon. D6 + 1 hits for a total of 5. Strength 5 -2 AP. Toughness 5, so wounding on 4s. 1 at -2.
6. Nope.
So that's a wound. How many do they have?
4.
4, so it's got 3 left. Then the militia only charged 1 inch, so their initiative is only going to be +1. So it's going to be the rest of the guys in the war wagon. So first off, we'll do the horses. Hitting, what's their weapon skill?
3.
3, so hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 6s. Then we have the hooked halberd, hitting on a 4. Strength +1, so that's strength 4. It's going to wound on a 5. Nope. Then the man catcher is going to hit on a 4. Hits, killing blow, but it's not infantry. So, and it's on the roll to wound anyway, isn't it, with killing blow? It's strength of user, so it's 3, so I need a 6. No, nothing there. Then I do have a strike's last weapon as well, but that will strike last. A featured word. Last. Okay, now we have the charging attacks from the militia at initiative 4. Obviously, I only fight with the front rank. I'm going to do 4 on each chariot. This is the champion, so he will get the extra attack. So it's 9 attacks against the injured chariot, hitting on 4s. Strength 3, toughness 5, so 6 to wound. Nope. Then it's 8 attacks against the uninjured chariot, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 6s. 1 save for the other chariot.
4. Yep.
Yes. Okay, no more damage done there. So it's going to be your boars and charioteers.
Yep. May as well do all these together because they're basically the same stat line. They all count as hand weapons.
And are they all going into the militia, are they?
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 for each boar. Sorry, 2 for each chariot for the boars and 2 for each. Yeah,
Okay.
8 attacks.
They're all the same weapon skill and strength.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless I charge. Which
Weapon skills 3, 4.
So that is 6 hits.
What was the weapon skill? Was it 3 or 4?
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. And strength 3, toughness 3.
Yep.
4.
4.
No AP.
No armor. So that kills 4. I have a strike's last weapon on the war wagon, the ball and chain, which misses. Then I have stomp attacks, D3 plus 1 for 3. That's strength 5, AP minus 1, wounding on 4s. 2 at minus 1 against the first chariot.
3 5s. Make 1 fail 1.
Okay, so that goes down. So this combat is done. Right, I am open order. I have 2 ranks. I did 2 wounds, flank attack, and I outnumber you. That's my lot, isn't it?
Yep.
You did 4.
Yep.
You're close order, but below the unit strength required.
Strength 10.
I win by 2, I think.
Yeah.
So each chariot takes a test.
You get an extra 1 for being massed infantry?
That I counted that for outnumbering you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Leadership test for this one.
Can use his.
Leadership, which is 9. That's a 5.
That's passed.
And this one. That's 12.
Okay, so anyone within 6 inches of him as he panics, as he breaks, may take a panic. Will need to take a panic test.
Right.
So that's going to be the Savage Orcs and the Ogres. The Black Orcs are immune to panic, of course.
Yeah. So ogres.
Pass.
4 pass. And the Savage Orcs. That's also a pass.
Pass. All right, and the chariot runs 2d6.
4.
4 inches backwards. So this combat ends up here. It's reached the general but hasn't gone through him. The general doesn't need to panic in either case. Now we have over here. Right, now we come on to this combat. So the captain's first at initiative 8, having charged. His weapon skill is 5, theirs is 2, so he's going to hit on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Hammer of Sigmar. With his lance, he has strength 6, so we'll kill on 2s, rerolling 1s because of Hammer of Sigmar. So that's 2 at AP minus 2 from the captain. I think the priest is next. Warrior Priest of Sigmar, initiative 4. Yes, he has 2 attacks with his hand weapon. He will hit on 3s because his weapon skill is 4, not 5. Rerolling what? So not rerolling any of those. Oh, chuffing Sigmar. Then the knights. The champion has 2 attacks. There's 2 others. So that's 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Yay, Sigmar. Strength 5. Killing on 2s, rerolling 1s. So that's 4 more.
4 left to chew through.
Then the horses.
Right, trample on.
The horses will hit them on 3s. They don't reroll. They don't believe in Sigmar. Wounding on 4s. 3.
Light armour, so I need 6s. Nope.
Okay, 1 left
Champion.
to fight back.
So he gets 2 attacks and weapon skill 2.
So hitting on 4s.
Yeah, and he's strength 3. So wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
1, no AP.
I'll save a 3+. Yes. I have a standard and an extra rank. And I killed 9. Well, but you need snake eyes.
Nope. But they can use his leadership, so it's a natural pass on the dice. So that is give fall back in good order.
Is it?
Yeah.
They use his leadership.
Yeah.
So it is less than 9.
So the roll on the dice is less than the leadership. So it's still a fail, but he falls back in good order.
You're right.
Which is 1d6.
You are dead right.
2 inches. So he moves to there.
Isn't it 2d6 pick the highest?
No.
2d6. Are you sure?
Oh.
Let's make sure we get this right because it matters. So yes, it is. You rolled a 2 and a 3, and the 3 pushes you through the unit to the other side.
Yeah.
And I will.
And
out the back. They've already taken a panic test this turn, so they don't need to take another. I will pursue. 5 inches. Hit the orcs and count as charging next turn. But without first charge, which would nullify your rank bonus, which is a skirmish screen of goblins well spent. So that's that combat. That's combat. Your turn. Well, we need to add up the totals and go on to your turn 3. So it was 34 unit strength from the orcs and goblins this turn, and 4 from Nuln. So down to 147. The breakpoint is 61, but it is going to be very interesting in orcs and goblins turn 3 because the lines are going to smash together. Let's see what happens. Okay, so strategy phase even. So the chariot has rallied, and this wizard has successfully cast Plague of Rust on the halberdiers. They are at -2 to their armor saves. Then charges being declared. There are 2 charges. The Savage Orcs are charging the handgunners, but will also clip the halberdiers. And the Savage Orc Boar Boys are going to charge the halberdiers. So, charge reactions. The handgunners will stand and shoot. This unit will stand and shoot because he has a gun. They are a detachment of that unit, so they may declare a stand and shoot charge reaction against that unit. So they are my reactions. This unit's out of range for charging, so isn't. And that guy's just rallied, so can't. And he's blocking the way for the boss, so he can't. And other things are outside of arcs and etc. So, charges. Charge reactions first. The hang on. Some of these are going to be too close. Your movement is 8. Is it?
7.
7.
Balls.
They are both too close. They haven't got quick shot. I nearly gave him a pistol. Never mind. So I can't stand and shoot there. Their movement is 4. Yep. So I'm outside your movement, so I can stand and shoot here. So this unit just has to hold. Okay. So we have... He will get to see when they come this close. That's how that works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the Hockle long rifle first. That hits. Doesn't wound. 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 5s because of stand and shoot. 1. Winning on a 4. Yes, 1 ward save.
Nope.
No, but it does count the combat resolution. Right, charges. Charge moves.
this unit first. So they can re-roll because they're a warband.
Yep.
That's better, so they'll make it in.
That's a 9-inch charge. Crunch.
That unit.
They're in.
Yep.
They end up here, and we now go on to remaining moves. Okay, so at the end of the movement phase. And something I forgot to narrate earlier. Both this Savage Orc and this Savage Orc both successfully declared Wah in the strategy phase. So their mounts, their units get to reroll 1s and they'll get +1 combat resolution. So this bit we already know about. These guys have marched, but not the full distance. They're building up ahead of speed for next turn, but not going totally hell for leather. The Savage Orcs, on the other hand, going hell for leather. There was a do I shoot, do I not? But not was the outcome, and the Goblins following up in their wake. Then over here, bit of positioning with the Black Orcs moving to one side for subsequent turns, and the general manoeuvring around the chariot. And the ogres turning and heading off as fast as they can towards those horsemen over there, because mutton is delicious. That's all the moving. Do you have any shooting?
No.
Oh, yes. You've got these guys here.
Goblin skirmishers who are hiding in the woods.
Goblin skirmishers. So you're going to be at -1 for shooting through the woodland.
Yep.
And any that can't directly see, you're going to have to volley fire. So we need to work out with the skirmishers who can see and who can't. So after doing the line of sight and the adding up, it's 6 shots at -1. Hitting on 5s. Winning on a 4. Saving on a 5. Heavy armour. Yes. Dink. That was lucky. That's your shooting phase.
Yep.
Right, into combat. Which combat do you wish to resolve? This is one big combat. Because that unit joins to this unit. That's a combat. That's a combat. And that's a combat. Where do you want to start?
I'll start in the middle.
Okay.
So we'll start with D3 impact hits from the Savage Orcs. 2.
For 2. Strength 4.
Strength 3.
Strength 3. Wounding on 4s.
None.
No. I have to say, being stabbed in the face by one of those massive spears doesn't feel like a strength 3 hit to me.
No. So, front rank, I've got 3 attacks each because of frenzy and extra hand weapons.
Yep. The boss will have a higher initiative, so he'll be first.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in there.
He's got, it looks like a great weapon, but obviously I don't know what it's actually got. So first off, we have the big boss with his hand weapon.
Yep.
Into the unit. Weapon skill.
He is weapon skill 5.
So hitting on 3s.
Rerolling. No,
what?
No, because he didn't declare a Wah, because I forgot he was in the unit.
Could he have declared... Oh, we'll roll it now then. Take your leadership test now.
That's a fail.
Fail. Okay.
So still only 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 3, wounding on 3s.
Yep.
No.
What?
Yep.
What?
And then the rest of the front rank that he's going into the handgunners. One of them's going into the halberdiers, so this is the one's going into the handgunners. These are weapon skill 3.
Yep.
So hitting on 4s.
4s, yep.
And strength 3, toughness 3, so wounding on 4s.
Can I get +1 strength for the charge? Is that...
Choppers is a thing. Yes.
I know that's an extra AP. Is it not an extra strength?
No,
For some reason I think
it's
Orcs
not.
are strength 4 on the charge.
No, they're not. But they do get to reroll 1s with choppers to wound. Reroll 1s to wound when they charge.
Okay.
So charge, so I can reroll these. So I'm wounding on 4s.
Okay, I don't have any armour, so that's 5 dead.
Yeah. And then 3 attacks into the halberdiers. 2 hits. No wounds.
No wounds. Okay, now it's going to be these guys.
Yep. So we've got a boss who gets 2 attacks +1 because he's a... Nope, just 2 attacks. +1 because he's frenzied because he hasn't lost a round of combat yet. And they get Furious Charge.
So he gets an extra attack. Yep.
Yep. So this will These are weapon skill 3 against weapon skill 3.
Yep, so 4s.
Rerolling 1s because of War.
War, yep. Strength still 4, rerolling 1s. 3 rerolling 1s, is it?
This is +1 because he's got a cavalry spear.
Right, so 3s.
2, add AP 1.
The AP's irrelevant because my armour's rusted away. I hate that spell so much.
Weird.
Just because I never get it.
Gets 1 attack +1 for frenzy. He is weapons. He should fall first actually. Weapon skill 3, so hitting on 4s. 2, and he's only got hand weapons, so he's winning on 4s.
Reroll the 1.
Reroll the 1s. 1.
Kills another. That breaks a rank.
And then boars
get
1 attack each. These are +1 strength and +1 AP because of they are boars and they charged.
Okay.
It's called Tusker Charge.
Tusker Charge.
Hitting on 4s.
Right, okay. That your lot?
Yeah.
Right. Right, everything's initiative 3. I'm going to do the engineer first to get him out of the way. He's weapon skill 3, so we'll hit on a 4. No. Right, now the halberdiers. So 3 died, so can't fight back. So we have a total of 7 attacks into the boar boys and 2 attacks into the savage orcs. So into the boar boys, hitting on 4s with their halberds. Strength is 4, wounding on 4s. That's 3 AP -1.
Odds. Make 1.
So 1, 2, that's enough to get him, is it?
It is.
Then 2 halberdiers into the other savage orcs. No hits. Then there would be 15 attacking with 1 attack each, but 6 died, so that's 9 attacks back. 4s to hit. 5s to wound. 3 wounds from rifle butts.
Yeah. Save
2 ward saves. So that kills another 1. So combat totals. The savage orcs, the orcs get 12 and the state troops get 10. So I get 3 ranks and a banner, close order, and I'm outnumbering, and I killed 4 for 10. I lost 9 guys. Banner, close order. In fact, no, you were 11, weren't you?
No, I was 12 in the end.
You were 12 in the end, and I was 10. That's right. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, that's right. So I've lost by 2. So the halberdiers, using the general's leadership, that's a pass. 10 minus 2 is 8. And then the handgunners, also a pass. 10 minus 2, so we carry on. No, I give ground. And we end up here. The halberdiers falling back in good order 2 inches, but the handgunners can't go any further back because they're blocked by their general. So, and then the savage orcs follow up into them. So these 2 end up disengaged. And that's where that ends up. Right, where are we going next?
We'll do this one next.
This one. So the knights are all going first because they count as having charged last turn the 3 inches. The captain, weapon skill 5 against 3, will hit on 3s. 2 hits, strength 6 with his lance. That's both of them at -2.
2, so
6 at wards.
Nope.
Okay. Now the priest will hit on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Hits this time. His strength is 4, so wounding on 4s. No, doesn't wound. Then the knights again. The champion and 3 regular knights. Yeah, I left an attack at home last time. 3 regular knights hitting on 3s. Strength 5, toughness 4, wounding on 3s even. That's 4 at -2, so 4 ward saves.
Save 1.
So that's 3 die. Then the 6 horses will hit on 4s. Oh my word. And wound on 5s. These are trained horses. 2 ward saves.
They get shield saves.
2 shield saves. Then ward saves.
Nope.
The horses kick 2. Right, how many of the true front ranks have died? We need to work out how many can fight back. It's a total of 10 attacks, all with the same profile. Basically, in the front rank, the wizard and the champion can attack. The other ones in the front rank were killed, and others have stepped forward. So it's 1 attack each from those ones, because they're supporting attacks. And so a total of 10 attacks, with all with the same profile, so we're doing them all at the same time. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, wow. So I can reroll 1s to hit.
Reroll 1s to hit. That's 1 converted. Strength, winning on 4s. No 1s to reroll. Do you have an 8 point of AP for choppers?
Nope, because they're not choppers, they're thrusting
The
spears.
thrust, of course, yes. Saving on 3s. 2 pass, 1 fail. 1 knight dies.
That was all she wrote.
Okay, I killed 7. I have a banner 8. I have a rank 9.
Yep.
I am close order with a unit strength higher than 10. 10.
Yep.
I'm 10.
I killed 1. I'm close order with a unit strength of 10
10.
or more. I am infantry and I outnumber you.
Don't outnumber its unit strength for your outnumbering.
Oh, is it? Right.
I'm 2 models each.
Right. So I do have standard and I have a rank bonus. So I got 4.
You lose by 6.
Yeah. So I can use the Warlord's leadership.
Yep.
7. So again, that's a natural pass on the dice with the leadership.
So it's fall back in good order.
In good order.
I will pursue.
2d6 and pick the highest.
Yep.
Which is 6.
Which means they're going to go through the Black Orcs.
But they're immune to panic. They'll
Yep.
go through the Goblin, who is
Who
definitely
not immune to panic.
And he definitely panics. He's probably in range of the Black Orc though.
He is.
So that is a pass.
Okay.
So they will basically come out.
And go the other side.
Lots of big long stabby things in both of these.
In both units, yeah.
So they come out there.
And I pursue 8. I think, well, I'm going to connect with the Black Orcs. I think I can wheel to maximise the connection. I need to check that. Slight correction, we've realised that the chariots have taken a panic test, which it took and promptly failed. So it fell back past the general, which meant the angle of follow-up over here was a little bit different. So we've corrected for that. Right, we've now got this over here. These are all the same initiative. So we'll do the chariot first.
Which is just 4 attacks. The boars and the riders are the same.
Into the militia.
Yeah. So hitting on 4s.
3 hits.
Strength 3, toughness 3.
Yep.
4s. 1. No AP.
Kills 1. And I get a boatload of attacks back because I can fight in 2 ranks, and then within 4 inches I get the extra attacks. So 2 attacks from the multi-weapons, 1 attack from these, and then 1 supporting attack from all of them. I have to say the 2 ranks feels too much. It's too much. It's because I can't get all the dice in one hand. These dice pots were designed with this game set in. I've had to go to an extra pot of dice. It's
nicer problems to have.
Yeah. Wounding on 6s. 1.
Any AP?
Nope.
4 up. Nope. 1 wound left.
1 wound left. Okay, the wagon. Horses. Miss. The hooked halberd hits. Strength is 4, wounding on a 5. Yes, AP -2.
Need a 6.
Gets a 6. Mancatcher. Hits. Doesn't wound. Then Ball and Chain strikes last, hitting on a 4. Nope. Then it is Stomp attacks. D3 +1 for 3. Strength 5, wounding on 4s. 2 at AP -1.
5s. Hey.
Makes them both. So, I did 1 wound. I have 2 ranks. I outnumber you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And flank attack, I get a total of 5.
Yep.
You lose by 4.
Yep. And I can use his leadership. So that's a natural pass in any case, so I fall back in good order. 5 inches.
But the ogres do test for panic.
Yep, and they are leadership 7. Nope, they fail. They can't use his leadership because they're mercenaries.
So they panic and run away from the source of the panic. So they pivot and run 5 inches. Should have declared it beforehand, but both my units will attempt to restrain and reform. These guys have to use their leadership, but their war band bonuses don't apply because they are impetuous. That's a 10. They can't go any further because the horse is in the way. That needs an 8 to restrain, which it gets. I suppose I should have done this in a different order, really. I didn't want him overrunning over here. But that's where they end up. I think that's it. So, strategy phase. The Priest of Sigmar is going to pray for soul fire this time. 7 or less. Which he fails to get as his prayers go unanswered. Right, now it's charges to declare. The great swords are going to charge the orcs. The halberdier, I'm not quite. This might involve reading the rule book. The halberdiers and the general are both. No, the halberdiers will charge the savage orcs. The general will charge those orcs. Have to read less rules that way. The war wagon is going to charge the chariot. And the militia are going to charge the chariot as well. They're impetuous. I don't see why they wouldn't. And the road wardens are going to charge the ogres. Because they seem to be running, so that's the thing to do, I think.
Indeed.
So it's a load of charges. Charge reactions, they have to hold. They have to take a terror test for being charged by the general in the griffin in order to enter a hold reaction against the griffin.
They pass.
Which they pass. Okay, so I assume they're holding against both.
Yeah.
Chariot, hold.
Hold, yeah. Because it's already messy enough over there if he wants to flee.
And the ogres have to declare a flee reaction, I believe.
They're already fleeing.
Yes, that means the only reaction they can declare is a flee reaction.
Yeah.
So we need to resolve the reactions. So the ogres ended up here with Swift Stride. Well, that's 14 plus Swift Stride is 17. They catch the ogres and run them down. Passing the test to reform, the road wardens end up there. The war wagon charges and makes it in. The militia charge and make it in. These guys end up here. That ends up looking like that. I had to take a dangerous terrain test going into the forest, but passed. The Griffin has Swift Stride and a fly of 9. So that's 13. Yes, 13 plus 2 is 16. General ends up here. It's a 6.5-inch charge, so the greatswords need 3 or more, which they fail to get. They wander forward to. The irony is the magic item I took off them would have let them have a reroll. Not that it makes any real difference, but it's funny. So they bimble forward 2 inches. Now we're on to remaining moves. And here we are at the end of the movement. These guys have stayed still, but I have turned them around for aesthetic purposes. These guys connected and made the charge. There's no movement here. There's nothing really for these guys to do, so they're just holding where they are. The general is going toe-to-toe with all these orcs. These guys have bimbled forward. The wizards moved a bit further up to do some doom bolting over here, potentially. And that's where we have we've ended. There's a lot less shooting now. These guys charge, so they're not shooting. These guys from combat, not shooting. They're in combat, so not shooting. He is going to attempt to cast Doom Bolt. He fails. These guys are all going to shoot into the bowman. An everyday story of simple people. There's an obscure sitcom reference for you there. So 4 guys plus the champion. -1 for multiple shots, but nothing more. So hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 4 saves. Wards, yeah.
Nope.
And the champion hitting on 3s. 1 more.
Nope.
Total of 5. That is a panic test at this point. They might back off before I get the chance to shoot them with the next unit.
They do indeed. That's a fail, so they're fleeing 2d6.
2d6 away from the unit that shot them, yeah. 3 inches. Not through the goblins, though, so that doesn't cause them to panic. Now this unit's going to shoot at them. 2 of them are now shooting through light cover, so there'll be additional -1. They'll hit on 5s. 1 hit. 4. Nope. 1 can't see at all. 1 will hit on 4s because it's just the -1 for multi-shots. Wounds, so another ward. And then the grenade launching blunderbuss will still hit on a 2. Not that. So that's this shooting done. Of all the artillery, this one, the only valid target are these Savage Orcs, and they are too close to the Knights to be throwing shells down there. The cannons have no viable targets. This mortar is going to fire at these goblins because they are a bit further out. The experimental rocket barrage, which is much less accurate and also explodes a lot more, is not going to fire this turn. So it's just a mortar round to put into the unit of goblins, which misfires. The engineer will re-roll that into a 6, which takes it 3 inches that way. Template ends up here. Total of 10 hits, 6 partials. The 6 partials convert into 4 hits. 1 is in the centre, kills on a 2. Kills 1, the others wound on 5s. It's AP -2. So that's 5. That was a 5. That's 5 at AP -2.
Don't get saved.
So that's a total of 6. Which is not enough to force a panic test because they are in multiples of 7. And then lastly in the shooting phase is the Doom Bolt over here. Needs an 8. Casts on a 9. No, the unit's got magic resistance 1. I need a 9. Because the wizard, is it magic resistance 1 or 2 he gives the unit, the wizard?
He doesn't give magic resistance at all.
Does he not?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Most wizards do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In that case, I'll have to look it up.
Let's check that. So no, it doesn't. It mustn't be a generic thing. All the human wizards do. I assumed that all wizards did. So it's 9. You need to beat 9 on a dispel.
I do not.
So we are small blast template again. 4 hits and 4 partials. The partials 1 converts. Were any special guys hit?
Yeah.
The champion needs a lookout save.
Yep.
Which he passes. Strength 3, wounding on 5s. No, nothing. That's it for shooting. So we're starting the combat over here. The plus 1 inch charge over here is initiative of 4. He's initiative 4, so they're simultaneous. We're going to do the big boss first.
Yep. 3 attacks hitting on 3s. And strength 4, toughness 3, winning on 3s. No,
Should we roll for choppers?
no, because that's only for charge.
Ah, okay. Right, 6 attacks with halberds. Only 1 rank fights. No, it's 5 attacks for halberds because the champ. Oh no, that is the champion. The champion is in base to base. The halberds are better AP on the charge, hitting on 4s. 1 hit, strength 4, doesn't wound. The engineer hits, doesn't wound. Now the handgunners and the rest of the Savage Orcs are simultaneous. There are 9 attacks with the handgunners. How are the handgunners doing so well in a fight? Wounding on 5s. 4 wounds with the handgunners. Putting the halberdiers to shame.
Yeah. Save 2, so 2 die.
Yeah, oh, these haven't got any armour, have they? Do they have shields?
No.
Okay, so that gets 2. 2 ranks attacking, of course. As many attacks as possible to the handgunners, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. Killing on 4s, in fact.
1.
Oh, man. Oh. This was... They've all hit.
No wounds.
No wounds. I thought this combat, you were going to... Of all of them, I thought you've got this one.
Well.
Right. I've got... A banner, 3 ranks is for 4. Close order for 5. Outnumber you for 6.
They're dead. So
6. I get 8.
So...
You're below the close quarter threshold.
Yeah.
You killed 1. Is it 1 on a banner?
1 on the banner.
Oh, you lost by 6.
Yeah. Leadership 7, which I pass on the dice.
So it's 4 back in good order.
3.
The handgunner... In fact, no one's going to pursue. We're staying where we are. Do I have to restrain to do that? I think I might have to restrain. This guy, leadership 10 because I'm near the general. That's an 11. That's a 7. So the halberdiers are going to carry on. So after the pursuit, we end up here. Right, moving over. You need to take a fear test. Which you pass. Okay, my general's initiative is a lot. Right, the general has 3 attacks. Weapon skill 5, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Strength is plus 2 from the ogre blade, so 6. Winning on 2s. Both 6s. It's armor bane 1, so it's AP minus 3. D3 wounds a time. So they died. Now the Griffin. Right, 1 attack with the Griffin serrated maw, hitting on a 3. That's not a 3. And 3 attacks with its wicked claws. 2 hits, strength 5, wounding on 3. Yeah, 3s, AP minus 2. Kills 4. I don't think you have any attacks back.
Nope. Because it effectively those 4 dead.
Yeah, it is. You can't do supporting attacks to the side anyway. I think it was just killing the first 2 that did it. You can't claim a rank bonus because you've been charged in the flank. You've got a standard bearer and a battle. Oh, I've got stomps. Sorry. 3, D3 plus 1. And it's thunderstomp, so it's -2. That's 3 more. So you get 2 for your standard bearer, 3 for close order, 4 for outnumbering me.
5 for rank bonus.
5 for rank bonus. So you've lost by 2. Oh, no, I lost by 3. I charged you in the flank.
That's a pass.
Okay. So
that's a full for pass, isn't it? So I give
so
ground.
you give ground.
Yeah, 4,
You do indeed.
3, 7, their leadership, 8.
Yeah, you give ground and I follow up.
Yeah.
But you give ground and you stop when you hit the scenery. So we
do I
just
have to shuffle sideways. Or
we,
do I turn
we just
straight?
shuffle. I don't think you pivot when you give ground. We might need to check that. Right, the knights into the Black Orcs. The captain. What's the Black Orcs weapon skill?
4.
4. The captain is still going to hit on 3s because his is 5. Hits once. He's not re-rolling because the prayer to Sigmar was, firstly, didn't go off, and B, he prayed for something else in the first place. Strength 6. Killing on a 2. So I'm not killing on a 2. In fact, it's AP -2, so wounding on a 2. So save the 6 for the full plate.
Got a shield in there as well, so he can.
Save of a 5.
Yeah. Nope. So is that guy?
Yes. Now the priest will hit on 4s. Once. Strength is 4, toughness is 4. Wound on a 4. No AP.
So 4 up. Nope.
Oh, man. What are the dice doing to you? Then 5 attacks from the remaining knights. I thought these guys were going to... My knights were... I thought they were going to get rinsed through. I really did. Hitting on 4s because of equal weapon skill. Strength 5, toughness 4. Wounding on 3s. AP -2. There are shields
one
in
on
there?
a shield.
Shield of 5+. Passes.
And not a shield.
6+.
Well, I can still take that on the shield, but he's dead.
Horses hitting on 4s. What is it with the horses? Wounding on 5s. 2 full saves.
Orcs. Nope.
Is that 4 ones you've just rolled? For...
I don't know, I'm not counting.
Oh, your attack's back.
Yeah. So I get 3 from the boss and 2 from the other guys. 2 each from the other guys, rather. Weapon skill 4, so hitting on 4s. And strength 4, toughness 3.
Toughness 3, so winning on 3s.
2.
Any AP?
Nope, because all the big choppers are dead.
3s. Pass 1, fail 1. Kills a guy. Is that the lot?
Yep.
I've got a standard close order 1, 2, with a unit strength higher than 10. Is 3. Don't have a second rank anymore, so 2. I killed 5. 7 I get.
Yeah, and I get 1 for a standard. No, 2. So I fail by. You win by 5.
Yes, I think so.
That's a full pass. No, it's not. It's a fall back in good order.
Hang on, what's his leadership?
9.
9.
And I roll a 4. So that's, yes,
It's a pass.
Yeah.
So that's an actual pass.
So I give ground.
You give ground 2 inches.
Let's take you off. You guys 2 inches away.
And then I will follow up. Yeah, this is where it falls apart for me, because now I won't have lances next time. I'll just have hand weapons, so no additional strength, no AP, and I'll have the frenzied orcs charging in as well.
You've actually caught a goblin, so they might struggle to get into contact.
Oh, I'm perfectly happy to say they kick the goblin out the way. I mean,
yeah, they probably would actually.
If there was a game,
he would turn around as a zombie and run off.
If there was a games master here, they would kick the goblin out the way. In that scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. D6 plus 1 impact hits here for 5. 4 at minus 1. 3 at minus 1. It says 4 on the thing.
It's only had 1 wound left.
Okay, the chariot will attempt to restrain, and it fails. The militia will just overrun. 4 inches into there. The chariot also has to overrun because I failed to restrain. 12 inches straight forward.
12. So that will contact this chariot which was fleeing.
That kills it. Hang on, let me check that. And the war wagon did run into the other chariot and smash it into kindling. Managed to stop in time before running into the road wardens. Oh, dearie me. We need to add up the numbers for this turn.
We do.
I say add up the numbers. Yeah, I can't believe. It's painful for... You killed a knight and a handgunner.
Yeah.
Man. So at the end of that turn, the orcs are down to a unit strength of 88. The loss of those ogres was massive. The black orcs have been decimated. A whole load of goblins have died. And Norn are only down to 176. It's massively one-sided at the moment. Let's see what you can do in next Orcs and Goblins turn. So we're at the end of the movement phase, going from my left to right. Over here, the Shaman cast Mork's Curse on these, whatever they are, which means they're going to have to reroll successful armor saves of a 6. Having rallied, the Arias have moved and redressed the ranks, and they're going to put some shoots down. These archers have also moved further into the terrain and have got clear line of sight to this unit. They're staying put. There's nothing they can do. If you're aware of a rule that lets a unit that's been attacked in the flank and only the flank change its facing in some way, please let us know, because we can't find it, and it feels weird that they have to just stand there and get eaten in a line. That's janky. Over here, the Savage Orcs, thank you, have charged in. They'll get their impact hits. Now, the observants amongst you will have noticed there was a goblin there, but we have unilaterally decided that is not going to stop 15 rampaging Savage Orcs from barreling into these guys. So he's been kicked to one side and we've taken him off. The Black Orc War Boss has successfully warred and is about to chew his way through as many of these militia as possible. So that's where we are at the end of the movement phase. Now we do have some shooting to do, all of which is over here. So where do we start?
So the arrow boys going into them.
Okay, do their bows have quick shot?
They do not.
They do not. Okay, so they do have the -1 for having moved.
Yeah.
But they're not at long range.
Nope.
So it's 5s. There are all your 5s.
Indeed. Where were they earlier in
On my dice.
Winning on 4s. 3, no AP.
3, no AP. Saves of 5, but I have to reroll 6s.
Correct.
So reroll that 6 to a 5. You get 1.
I believe there are...
And 8 goblins.
-1 for shooting through cover.
Yes.
So hit on 5s again.
1.
4s. 1 wound, no AP.
Which unit was it? This unit or that unit? This unit, okay. Saving on a 5. No. Bang. Kills that guy. that all the shooting?
Yes.
Okay, which combat we're going to start with?
Let's see what the war boss can do.
Okay, well, my rabble counts as having charged. So they are plus. This is where he gets to tank lots and lots of wounds. I've got 3 guys in base-to-base contact. We've positioned it. Oh no, they're not.
What's their initiative? Because he's initiative 6.
6.
Right.
So
It'll be simultaneous.
It'll be simultaneous. Okay. I've got 2 guys in base-to-base. One of which is a champion. So that's 5 attacks plus another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 11 attacks I have. What's his weapon skill?
His weapon skill is 7.
Okay, I'm hitting you on 5s. Toughness 5.
5, yeah.
Winning you on 6s. 1 save of 2+, I believe.
Yep.
There we go. He's good.
He gets 4 attacks. He is weapon skill 7. Your weapon
2s.
skill 3. So hitting on 2s.
He ward.
Yeah, so I'm re-rolling. Yes, so I'm re-rolling 1s to hit.
Strength is 5.
Yes.
So he's killing on 2s.
Re-rolling
1s because he ward.
Yes, so I shouldn't have been rolling that one that hit. But I definitely re-roll those.
Okay, so that's 3.
3. Yeah, happy with 3.
I'm happy with 3.
It's just a hand weapon. So
Okay, I haven't got any armour. So that kills 3. His boar.
his ball gets 1 attack at weapon skill 3. Which
Hits.
Doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound. Okay. I have 2 ranks and I outnumber you. I get a total of 3.
And I killed 3.
You killed 3 and you have war,
Oh yes.
which means you win by 1.
Yeah.
So I lose. That's enough of a save. That's a natural pass. So I give ground 2 inches.
Yeah. And that will pursue you 2 inches.
So they end up here, but a little further back. Now over here. First off, there are impact hits from the charging Savage Orcs.
Yep. D3 impact hits. 2.
2.
That's strength 3.
No.
None of them.
Right. My captain is initiative 5.
Yep. I think.
My priest is initiative 4. Everything else is initiative 3.
Yep.
But you have some 1-inch charges.
Yep.
So you've got +1.
Yep.
So is my captain first?
I believe so.
Okay, 2 attacks with his hand weapon, because he's not counting as charging anymore. They both missed. Now it's initiative 4, which is the Savage Orcs and the Priest.
And the Black Orcs.
And the Black Orcs. So I'll do the Priest, because I've got dice in my hand. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. 1 save with the Black Orcs.
4 of them. Nope.
He kills a Black Orc, which is the musician. Okay, but that was simultaneous, so he is fighting that Black Orc.
Yep. So 3 for the boss, 2 each for the other dudes. Weapon skill 4.
4s. But my weapon skill's 4 as well.
4.
Right, wait a minute. We've realised that they're initiative 3, not initiative 4, so that guy is dead before he gets to strike. So it's fewer attacks, but they're still going to hit on 4s, because weapon skill 4. Strength 4, so wounding on 3s. 3 saves of 3+. 1 goes through. Now it's the Savage Orcs. They've lost Frenzy, haven't they?
Yep.
So everyone in the front rank who's not in base to base will get to add 1 attack.
Yep.
And the others is two weapons, is it?
No, they've only got thrusting spears.
Oh, that's right, they can't. Right, yes, okay.
So it'll be this many attacks hitting
It's on
on
4s. 1, 2, 3.
and wounding on 4s. 3. No arm. No armor piercing.
3 saving on 3 pluses. Another one dies. That a lot?
Yep.
Okay. The 2 knights who died can't attack back. I don't get to attack in extra ranks because I'm not infantry. That's an infantry thing. The captain's already fought, so I've got 2 guys who can fight. Into the Black Orcs. Nothing. Horses. Horses. I've got a total of 4 horses, all of which will go into the Black Orcs. 1 hit. 1 wound.
4 up save. No.
Kills the standard bearer. Right, so you killed 2.
Yeah.
You've got a banner for 3, close order more than 10 for 4, rank for 5. You don't outnumber me though on unit strength, or do you?
So I've got unit strength 13. You're 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Although he counts as well, so it's a tie for unit strength.
It's a tie, so you don't outnumber me for unit strength. So what did that add up to? 2 plus close plus banner plus rank is 5.
Yeah.
You got 5.
Yeah.
I get 4 because I killed 2.
Yeah.
Banner close with a unit strength of 10 or more.
Yeah.
So I lost by 1.
Yeah.
That's a natural pass. So I give ground.
Yep.
And you pursue, I assume?
Yep.
Now we come over here. The big boss is first at initiative 4, but he's not in base to base, so he's going to get 1 attack.
That's
Which
it.
hits.
That's a
And
wound.
wounds. The rusty curse has worn off.
Yep.
So I get a 6 up save because I can't use my shields in combat. So that kills a guy. The rest is simultaneous.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, you don't need to listen to me count out loud. Right, we're simultaneous. I get 11 attacks plus the engineer. We will do the orcs first, though.
Yep.
You get that many.
Lots.
Lots. Hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
Strength 3, toughness 3, wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 saves of 6. I make 3 of them. What on earth is going on? The laws of probability are bending around us. Right, hitting you on 4s with my halbards. Strength 4, so wounding on 4s. 2 at -1, but you don't care about the minuses.
Nope, 2 dead.
2 dead, and the engineer hits, doesn't wound. So, I killed 2, banner 3, 4, 5, 6. I outnumber you 7, close order 8.
I get 3.
4. Because you got a banner.
Yep.
So you lost by 4.
That's a full out fail, so we're fleeing.
We are going to chase you down. The goblins will also try and run. They may panic, I should say.
No, they're good.
2 inches. And we end up here. Griffin time. Fear test, please, sir.
That's pass.
Okie dokie. Right, 3 attacks from the general, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Strength is 6. 2s to kill. -2 on one of them, 3 on another. Then the Griffin, 1 attack with his beak, which hits. And wounds, that's AP a bunch. I lied, it's Armor Bane a bunch, but it's AP dash, so he gets a 6 up save. which he makes. Basically, I've ripped his shirt off, derobed the orc. Then the wicked claws, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. They are -2, so that's 2. You don't get to 20 attacks back, so I get to stomp on you twice. 2 at -2. So you get 2 because you've got a battle standard bearer and a standard. I killed 6 and a flank. So 7, you lost by 5.
That's a pass on the dice, so I fall back.
Fall back in good order.
But I can't because I'm already against.
No, you pivot and fall back.
Ah, right, I can pivot this time.
Falling back in good order is better in this respect.
Yeah, fine.
And I chase you that much. So basically you end up 5 inches back with the griffin on you. And we end up here after the fall back in good order and the follow up. At the end of the turn, we have fleeing unit of orcs here. We have these orcs wearing down the knights, but will they get through them all? Technically, because the game goes on forever, he will eventually kill all the militia, I am sure. But however long the game goes on for, depends on whether we get to the break point. Speaking of which, the orcs are down to remaining unit strength of 78. The threshold is 61. Normal are down to 165. It is... I fear the writing is on the wall. But we are going to go into the next turn and see how the Empire can do. Strategy phase. The Priest of Sigmar is going to attempt to cast Soulfire. Pray for Soulfire. It's a 7 or less. That's the opposite of a 7 or less. And there's nothing else doing in this phase. Okay, so end of movement phase. These guys have stayed put and I'm going to put fire into here. Was going to charge the halberdiers, but they're deceptively far away because of the depth of the movement trays. So they've instead backed up 2 inches and the handgunners are going to have a go at them. The greatswords into the side of those orcs. The outrider... The non-outriders, the road wardens charged into the side of the black orcs, or black orc to be grammatically correct, and the war wagoners lined up for a charge in a subsequent turn. And the wizard has gone to inspect the interesting statues. They're fascinating. Really, really fascinating. So shooting. There's no shooting over here, everything is in combat. There's no shooting here, everything is in combat. All these handguns into those orcs. We're doing them all together. Long range, so these are hit on 5s. Wound on 4s. 2. 2 ward saves.
Nope.
Kills 2 more. This unit are going to fire into here. It's just the multiple shot penalty. The champion first hitting on 3s. It's 3 hits. Then the rest will hit on 4s. For a total of 5 hits. Wounding on 4s.
6, not 5.
6 even. Thank you. 2 saves. 2 die. Then this unit's going to do the same. The grenade launching blunderbuss hits for D3 plus 1 hits. 4s. Nope. Then 3 regular guys. 2 regular guys. One of them can't see. Winning on 4s. 1. Okay. Then the artillery are going to fire at the goblins. The mortar completely missed. D3 shots with the rocket battery for 2. First scatter completely misses. Second scatter will kind of hit. That's 4 definite, 6 partial. The 6 partials. 3 of those hit. Strength 3, toughness 3. Winning on 4s. That's 4 at AP -1.
So I need 6s.
Make 2 of them. 2 goblins die. And this mortar finally fires a shell at these fleeing orcs, but went way off target. The griffin flinches slightly because it landed danger close. The general is going to be having a word with those engineers later. Yes, don't shoot me is definitely a standing order. Speaking of standing orders, there's no connection there. I don't know why I said it. Combat. We are starting over here. Let's go from right to left. Fear test, please, sir.
That's a pass.
That is a pass. Okay, first off, the general is initiative 5, so he will go first. These guys have charged, but they're using great weapons, so they're going to initiative 4. He's a captain who's initiative 5, and he's not got a great weapon, so he's going to be going at initiative 8. He's not in base to base, so we've got 1 attack, which missed. Good. Right, the general hitting on 3s. 3 hits, strength 6, killing on 2s. 2 dead from the general. Griffin serrated more. Hits. Wounds. Save for 6 up. Kills 1. The Griffin's fangs. Fangs for the memory. Hits 3 times, wounding on 3s. 2 more at -2.
It's going to be musician.
Don't know what happens now with those being pulled out of combat. I don't think they get to attack. I don't think. Or we move up the smallest amount.
I think you move up.
I think we move up the smallest amount, yeah. If we're wrong about that, please let us know. Now we have 4 great swords attacking. The champion has 2 attacks, but is not in base to base. So weapon skill 4 hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Strength 6 with their great weapons. These guys are stronger than orcs. Feels wrong. 1 at -2. Stand to bear, yeah. Okay, so you do get to attack back.
Yep. I need to work out my stats for the big boss.
Okay. Right, the big boss into the general. 3 attacks at weapon skill 5. So, forced to hit, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength 4.
Toughness 5, so running on 5s.
1 wound, no AP.
Save of 3+, because full plate and shield. Passes.
And then the orc boss into the general as well. 2
Both hits.
1 wound.
3+ save. Passed.
Yep.
So resolution, how many did I kill?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Killed 4.
5, 6. 6.
Okay, killed 6. Flank attack 7. Close 8. Outnumber 9. Standard 10. Battle standard 11. 3 ranks. Because that's the Griffin standard, each rank is 2 points. So that's a total of 17.
Pass on the dice.
Fall back in good order. We will pursue. Both units will pursue. Right. You turn away and run from the unit with the highest unit strength, which is the greatswords.
Yep. So do I have to finish 5 inches away from the greatswords?
No, you pivot about your centre, then move 5 inches. Then to pursue, I believe I pivot and follow up. And the greatswords also make it in there. Ooh, flag moment. 1 minute. So we end up here. It's a fascinating monument. Right. Let's go with the Black Orc General. He had 3 attacks before, hitting on 2s. Black Orc Big Boss.
I think he had 4 attacks.
You have 4 attacks before, hitting on 2s.
Yep. All hit.
Killing on 2s. That's 3 dead. Not you. You survived. Don't fall over. You're not shooting yourself in the foot. And the boar.
Oh, yeah. So I was just double checking that he does get 4 attacks. That's a miss, but he did definitely get 4 attacks.
Okay. 15 attacks back, hitting on 5s. 2. Wounding on 6s. No. I have 2 ranks. I lost by 1. Because you're not wiring anymore, are you?
Correct.
That's a fail. That's a natural fail. Warband adds my rank bonus, but still 9 is a fail. Yeah, still definitely a fail. Are you going to pursue me?
Yeah. Being a bit single-minded now.
Okay, I run 7. Do you have Swift Stride?
No.
You sure?
No. I'm not sure.
If boars generally have Swift Stride, giving it to a character will confer Swift Stride upon it.
Or does have Swift Stride.
So yeah, add an extra dice to that. For crying out loud, you finish an inch short.
Trying.
And we end up here. Now, this melee, the Road Wardens are going to be +3 initiative for their charge, so they will be first. So the Brace of Pistols gives them 2 attacks, but the guy with the repeater pistol doesn't have that, so he's using a hand weapon. 5 attacks against the Black Orc, hitting on 4s. 3 hits, wounding on 5s. 1 wound, no AP.
4 up save. Saves it.
Okay, right, now we're down to regular... Oh no, horses. Horses. 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. What is it with horses? Don't die to the horse. What did I tell you? I told you not to die to the horse. Oh, you died to the horse. Right, now the captain. 2 attacks with his hand weapon. Hits once. Doesn't wound. The priest will have 1 attack into the Savage Orcs, which hits. Doesn't wound.
All my stuff is initiative 3.
Everything else is initiative 3 now. Seeing as we're on mine, let's do mine. The horses... No, the stat line is different.
Oh, I'm initiative 4. Because I've got thrusting spears and we have not been... Oh no, that's if... Yeah, if you charge me, I get the extra pip of initiative.
Okay, and I haven't charged you.
Correct.
Right, okay. So, 1, 2 knights, champion, then 1, 2 other knights are all within the movement range. Hitting on 3s because weapon skill 4. Wounding on 5s, 2 regular saves. So ward saves, I assume?
They have got shields.
Okay, shield saves. Then ward saves. No, okay, and then the horses all get 1 attack. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s, 1 save from a horse. Shield, then ward. Magic paint, protect from horse kick death.
This is the attacks back.
Okay.
Weapon skill 3.
This is 4, so 4s. Oh man, that is a lot of misses from here.
It is, isn't it? 1 wound.
3 plus save. Saves it. Standard flank attack. Outnumber, close order, 2 dead. Standard flank attack, close order, 5.
Yeah. I did no wounds. I've got a rank. I've got a standard.
So you lost by 3.
Yeah. And that's a pass on the dice.
So to fall back in good order.
Yeah.
The higher unit strength is the knights, who will pursue and counter charging next turn. The road warners will attempt to restrain. That's cocked. which they would do. The knights pursue with swift stride. 5 inches.
Stay in contact.
Yep, we stay in contact. And at the end of that turn, the orcs are down to a total remaining unit strength of 62. With a breakpoint of 61, we go on to another turn. Right, we're in the charge phase. There was some spellcasting happen. I'll cover that in a second. This guy's charging in here. The Savage Orcs are frenzied, so are charging into this unit of Outriders after they have had the Light of the Bad Moon, was it?
Mork's Curse.
Mork's Curse cast upon them for the re-rolls of the saves. But I am standing and shooting.
My charge is successful.
Your charge is successful if you are still there. -2 for the unit champion. 1. Fails to wound. -2 for the others. Being on 5s. 2, 3, 4. 3 even. Wounding on 4s. No, nothing. Okay, so you are successful. You make it in. So over here, I am fleeing. My response must be flee, which I move 9.
So I need 2 or more. No, 3 or more. With swift stride, but I get
So you got 8 plus 4 with swift stride, plus an yeah. Okay, so I move 9, and you end up where I was, and then you can attempt to reform with a leadership test. Change direction, basically.
Yep.
Which you pass. So he ends up here, having savagely hacked down the militia, and has his eyes on this mortar in the next turn. Remaining moves. These guys rallied, forgot to mention that.
Yep. And the goblins will move up a bit.
Ready for the lightning attack next turn.
Yeah, because I can't charge at the minute, I'm too far away. So they will march and wheel.
March and wheel. March and wheel, boys. March and wheel. Shooting. Archers into the thingies.
There should still be 8 of them.
There should indeed.
5s.
5s.
Shooting through cover.
3. Force to wound.
1 wound.
Saving on a 5. Yes. Plinks off my leg armour. That's what they appear to wear.
That's it for shooting.
So for shooting. Okay. Combat.
Which will start here as we're over here.
Okay.
They are frenzied, so they do get an extra attack for charging. One of them is a boss. And we are weapon skill 3.
Likewise, so 4s.
Hand weapons are choppers, so I do get to re-roll 1s.
Okay, that's good.
Or is that on the wound?
I thought you said it was the wound.
Yeah.
I thought wow was the hit.
Yes.
But I could be misremembering. Do you want to check?
Yes.
Let's check. So choppers a reroll on the wound. It's wire that will be on the hit. So that's 4 hits. Strength 3 or 4?
Strength
3.
1.
Save for 5+. No. Kills 1. My attack's back. The riders and the horses are, to all intents and purposes, the same. So I'll do them at the same time. 4s to hit. 5s to wound. No. I have lost by 2 because you have a standard.
Yep.
Oh, I keep forgetting they have fire and flee. I should have fired and fled. Never mind. And I run off the board. Nice. Do you pursue? You have to because you're frenzied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say I can't attempt to restrain.
So you end up 8 away. Then these guys must make a panic test, which they pass. Those guys are immune to panic because they're immune to psychology because they're within 3 inches of their parent regiment, which is led by a engineer who's within 7 inches of a war machine. The Savage Orcs end up over here. Now we come to the centre of the table. We have... This is a much better angle for filming this. Right, my general is first initiative 5. I'm the Griffin. So his 3 attacks hitting on... I'm going to swing directly at your Battle Standard Barracks. I'm in base to base with him. In fact, blow it. I'm going to challenge him.
Fair enough.
Do you accept?
Yes.
Good. Weapon skill?
4.
4. 3s to hit. Strength 6.
Toughness 4.
Wounding on 2s. 1. AP -2.
I've got heavy armour, so that will cut straight through it.
D3 wounds. For 1. 1 wound. You've got 1 left.
Yep.
Now the Griffin, his serrated maw, misses. His wicked claws hit. 2 wounds, AP -2.
So,
That's 3 wounds. That's enough to kill him.
yeah.
So he dies. Then tied with that is my captain, who will hit the orc once. Wounding on a 4. No. Then it's the orc.
Yes. 3 attacks. 2 hits. 1 wound.
4 plus save. Passed. 10 attacks with the great swords. 9 attacks with the great swords because the champion's not in base combat. Hitting on 3s because weapon skill 4. Strength 6, AP -2.
I don't get a save.
7 dead. Is 1 -7 less? Is it a positive integer? Not so much. We will attempt to restrain 10 with a reroll. They both need 10. 10. We restrain and reform. It's that way. And these guys. It's that way. Now over here. First the captain hitting on 3s. Oh, I count as charging this turn, don't I?
You do.
So everything. I'm first. I'm in +3 initiative, so actually all my stuff's first. Strength 6 on the charge. 2 at -2.
1 dead.
The priest has 2 attacks. Hits once. Strength 4. Wounding on a 4. Yes. And then a ward save because that was no AP. Then 5 attacks from the knights. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. AP of 2, so 2 wards. Then 6 horses. What is it with the horses? Wounding on 4s, 2 horses.
6s, and then
Then ward saves. Everyone who lives gets to fight back. Well, they're all the same profile, aren't they? So you're doing them all at once.
This many. Hitting 4s. Wounding on 3s. No, 4s. 1.
Save of 3. Oh, you got 1.
3.
The orcs lose by 6. 4.
That's a pass on the dice, so
Fall back in good order. Follow up 3 inches. So,
backwards.
and we carry on next turn. And that's the end of the round. And we go into the start of the next turn round. And as per the rules of the scenario, one side has fallen below its breakpoint because the orcs are now on 55 unit strength remaining. A huge chunk taken out the Empire last turn. Sadly, it was too little too late. But the orcs back off at this point to lick their wounds and retreat up the mountains. And the trade routes are once again secure. Huzzah! That was brutal.
That was a bit, wasn't it?
Oh, man. I felt so bad during so much of that. Yeah. What? We've had some conversations as we've gone through. I think I've been reflecting on my army, trying to think, have I made it too powerful? Am I playing the sort of high meta version of the game without really thinking about it? I think It's difficult. These are meant to be core choices in a known list, which is why I take them. You're meant to have 1+ regiments. Now, it does say they form the backbone of most known armies, so I feel like I need to have more of these core troops. So I think I need some more regiments, which would leave me with fewer toys. The Griffin, maybe not in 3K, maybe someone on foot in 3K. I don't know. He's a 400-point character. He was quite vicious. But again, it was situational. It was just in the side. If it had been... If I'd been attacked in the front, you'd have had attacks back. You might have worn him down. Didn't kill that much with the artillery. I don't know what.
Well, you wiped out half a unit of Black Orcs with your artillery with one lucky mortar shot.
Indeed, and in the following turn, I killed almost nothing.
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, from my perspective, this is going to sound salty. It's not intended to, but it did feel like I was bringing a chopper to a gunfight. But I've said to you off camera, narratively, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your list. Is what they would bring is you've got all the black powder, and the black powder means you've got ranged. But because it's black powder ranged, it cuts straight through what little armor I've got. So, one of my reflections, I wonder whether having the cavalry front and center was the right thing to do, because they still die like orcs, and because they were smaller unit sizes, they panicked and ran off, and it let me concentrate on them whilst the others were approaching. Yeah, but my counter to that is I knew you had ranged, so the only thing I can counter your range with is speed. So I needed to get those things up the table to absorb the fire while the infantry was slogging up behind them. So,
but my shooting's better close up. I don't know. It feels to me like I killed like 15 orcs in one turn. If it had been 3 blocks of orcs, if there'd been like 80 orcs there instead of sort of 20 here and 60 back there, I don't know if I wonder. I'm not sure. Let us know what you think in the comments. Also, I got the charge off on your chariots rather than the other way around. I think you fed them to me.
Well, I did and I didn't. It was there's no two ways about it. I did feed them to you, but not intentionally. It would have been different if things had been different. It would have been a lot different. I'm not making very much sense there, but the idea of the chariots was I charge you rather than you charge me, because they're only good when they complete a charge. And
but when you were out of range in that one turn, you moved right the way up to me, so there's no way I would fail the charge in that subsequent turn. That's what I mean, rather than sort of being a bit more sort of sneaky. Yeah. I wonder.
No, I'll take that. I mean, this side definitely didn't go according to plan.
I cannot believe those knights survived that long. On paper, they've got 1 wound each. They're toughness 3. Yes. I mean, we've played games with my Bretonians. You've seen the vids of my Bretonians. They're the same stat line, and they just crumble normally. So I did not expect them to do very much. The captain's also, he's only 2 wounds with 2 attacks. He's not all that, as the saying goes.
Yeah, but you did have the benefit of always getting that extra pip of initiative from the following up.
Yeah.
So that does make a difference.
And for whatever reason, your wizards didn't do very much.
No. I can't work out how to use orc wizards.
Not in the units, maybe?
Yeah, I've tried running it both ways, and I can't make it work either way. I've tried running them in units and not in units, and I just can't work it out. I just think this is probably not the army for me. I've played at home. I've been practicing because I got so many rules wrong last time. I wanted to not get so many rules wrong this time. So I played at home with orcs versus goblins, and I seem to do better with goblins.
Well, that's the thing. I was expecting giants and trolls and goblin fanatics, none of which are here.
No. I wanted to bring stuff that... when we originally set this game up, we were originally going to do 2K, and because I purely did goblins last time, I was going to purely
do orcs this time, yeah.
And I don't quite have 3K of just orcs yet, because I didn't get enough painted in time. But so I had to chuck some goblins in, and I think is just the list that I brought. I don't think it was a terribly good list.
I don't know. Because on paper I didn't think my list was that good, but it's performed very well.
You did roll like Joe. You did have a disproportionate number of sixes.
I did roll very well, and you did roll very badly.
I rolled like me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did. So the dice weren't on your side, but like a number of times when you shot at these units, you should have clipped a couple of them easy. They're toughness 3 with a 5-up save, and you just were unable to force a panic test in them. And they're only leadership 7, so they do run away. You need to be shooting at those, and you were, but to no avail.
I was quite surprised as well. I mean, Orcs and Goblins are very slow, so they move 4 inches. And so when we were checking over here with the Ogres, because they turned to face these guys, I thought they were movement 4 as well. I was really surprised when they turned out to be movement 6.
Yeah.
And they are slow.
Oh, and your Ogres were so unlucky as well, panicking and running off, and then being in the wrong position to be run down by the road wardens who were fast.
Yes.
Who basically just ran up and put a flintlock to the back of their head and executed them one by one.
But hey ho, it is what it is.
Yeah, it was position. It was your chariots got charged, your ogres fled, and then got countercharged and run down. I am interested though to know whether cavalry on the flanks is a better bet.
Possibly. I mean, even then, when the cavalry I did put on the flanks got outflanked because I had the spiders over there, and they got.
I ambushed them. Yeah.
They got ambushed and shot down. So
well, I was expecting war machines, right. So I thought that'd be a cheeky little thing to pop up behind the sort of rock lobbers and bolt throwers and stuff.
The only war machine I have is a single bolt thrower.
I thought you had more. Oh, well, I thought that could be quite interesting because it's. Shooting at them, you need 6s to wound, but then charging at them, it might make you turn around with something. But
and I did make some cock-ups in terms of deployment as well. So I got these 2 wizards the wrong way around because the other wizard had the armor hex, plague of rust, whatever it's called, and that would have been good against these guys.
Yeah, and the chariot.
Yeah, and I put the spiders over there because the chariot is the toughest thing in your army. In terms of a toughness stat, I don't know about that thing, but the spiders are poisonous, so that's why I put them opposite this to make it easier to wound that. But they got shot to pieces before they got a chance to actually attack it.
Well, they've only got a goblin stat line, and there are only 10 of them.
Yes. But I had hoped that more than 3 of them would complete the charge.
Indeed. Well. Yeah, the goblins, they weren't to know that those road wardens were going to pop up next to them and, do a drive-by.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if we re-racked and played again, how different the outcome would be.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you think. If it was our deployment, our lists, our tactics.
Some of it was definitely tactics on my part, and I own that. But I would be interested to see what everybody else thinks.
Yeah, and I'm curious to know if my list is beardy, where I can trim the beard, as it were. Because you're right, because I'm still thinking, is Nuln the right army for me? Because I don't like playing the high power armies, and I've built it narratively, and it feels like a high power army. Yeah. I guess I need to have a real kicking against something to bring it down a few notches. Food for thought. Well, on that cheery note, it has been a lot, even though it's been quite one-sided, it has been lots of fun. We haven't had any sort of major drama moments because there's not been any, it's not been close. But it's been great fun. Thank you very much for coming down and playing with me today. We will play again, I am sure. And wyverns, get wyverns. They're nasty. They'll eat stuff and breathe fire and maybe not. I don't know. What else do Orcs and Trolls get? Anyway, yeah, stuff. Get more stuff. Come back with more stuff and things, and we will do other stuff. Maybe it was that too many points. Was the Ogre Blade too much in this list? I don't know. Anyway, thank you once again for coming down. Thank you at home for watching. Thank you to all my channel members and Patreons and supporters. You guys are amazing. And we will see you in the next one. Say bye, James.
Bye, James.
Bye.